Magic 107.7.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Orlando's Christmas station.
2025s are here. It's the model year-end event at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. Check out the bold and colorful new 2025 Kicks or used cars from $8,968. And your credit problems are no problem at Sutherland Nissan Orlando, home of the lifetime warranty, plus tax and fees with approved credit.
If you're thinking about getting a Lenovo gaming computer, go straight to the source, Lenovo.com. Why? Because that's where you'll find the biggest savings on great gear, like the Legion Pro 5 gaming laptop and Legion Tower 7 Gen 8 gaming desktop. The best price on a Lenovo is at Lenovo.com, with PCs up to 56% off. So go directly to the source and save big this holiday. Lenovo.com.
Lenovo.
It's always a good time for donuts, so indulge in Shipley Donuts. Fresh-made donuts in delicious flavors from classic glaze to the Oreo cookie top treats, crafted with quality ingredients. Catering and online ordering is available. Visit Shipley Donuts, now open in Orlando on South Cimarron Boulevard.
Hey guys, due to the recent storms in Orlando and Tampa, Solar Source has their first ever bulk order discounts on solar battery systems. I got one for my house. I love it. Discounts are starting at $1,000 off solar battery systems. Tesla Powerwall offered right now at the lowest prices they've ever seen. So get yourself one. It's a great gift for the holidays. Sales are currently planned through December 31st, but that may change. So get them now. Go to solarsource.com/monsters. That's solarsource.com/monsters.
If you have chronic joint pain in your knees, hips, or shoulders, who can you turn to? How about real people with pain just like yours who discovered QC Kinetics?
Came to QC Kinetics. I had a lot of issues with my shoulders and neck. I am excited at the progress, being able to throw footballs with the grandkids.
My name is Jake. Was skeptical at first, but now after my procedures, I'm almost 100%.
Tens of thousands of patients are pain-free again with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime, thanks to a groundbreaking regenerative therapy that uses your body's own healing agents to revitalize damaged tissue. For a free consultation, call 689-288-8697.
I'm able to do the things that I wasn't able to do for a long time.
I have absolutely no pain. The whole process is just fantastic.
I'm feeling on top of the world because of QC Kinetics.
Find out if you're a candidate for regenerative therapy today. For a free consultation, call 689-288-8697. 689-288-8697.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office Orlando. Paid for by government.com.
The 1878 to 1921 Morgan Silver Dollar, a true American classic and one of the most iconic silver dollar coins in history. It's been 100 years since the last Morgan Silver Dollar coin was struck for circulation, and now, for a limited time only, full pound bags of original U.S. government-struck Morgan dollars are being released to the public. That's right, you can own a full pound of 1878 to 1921 classic American Morgan Silver Dollar coins, all in very good collector condition with fully visible dates and mint marks, guaranteed. Call 1-800-973-9819 now to secure collector-grade U.S. Morgan Silver Dollars by the pound, struck during the Wild West and the Gilded Age. Plus, receive a bonus American Collector's Pack valued at over $25, free with every order. Call 1-800-973-9819 now to secure your full pound bag of Morgan Silver Dollar coins before they are gone. 1-800-973-9819. That's 1-800-973-9819.
Rebuilding after a flood can be difficult, but if you have flood insurance, you don't have to go through it alone. The National Flood Insurance Program can help you and your family recover by paying claims swiftly and fairly. If you've experienced flood damage, start rebuilding today by calling your insurance agent or company to file a claim. For more information about how to get your claim started, visit floodsmart.gov/claims. Brought to you by FEMA and its National Flood Insurance Program.
Just Call Mo says drive responsibly this holiday season, but if you're injured, just call mo.com.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisor. Visit TrajanWealth.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studios. Why Kaufman & Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. You are now listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
That's right, guys. Here we go on a Wednesday edition of the Jim Colbert Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate that, as we do every single day. And we do have a big program for you this afternoon. We'll get you caught up on what's happening in the world. We'll do that at 3:20 with JCS News. 4 o'clock, it's Animal House. Bree Burkett joins us from Seminole County Animal Service to talk about Paws and Claws coming up this Saturday. We'll also have Scott Maxwell in that hour as well. 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock hour, it's TSO tickets and Brian Regan tickets for trivia. We'll end it up with Ross Padgett. You heard it here first, plus your calls, texts, and talkbacks all day long. Welcome to the program. I am Jim. To my left, my lovely, very dangerous co-host, Ms. Deb Roberts.
Hello there.
Straight ahead producer Jack Bradshaw.
Good afternoon.
All right, 407-916-1041. That's how you call us. Text us easily at 77031. Find us on social, Instagram and Facebook at The Jim Colbert Show, on Twitter or X, just at Jim Colbert Show. And, of course, all day, every day at JimColbertLive.com. That's where you can check us out. You can also send us a talkback. Get the iHeartRadio app. Go to Real Radio once you get it, and use that microphone to send your comment over to Jack.
Me.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jim Colbert.
Blackheart.
Happy birthday to you.
Yay.
And many more. Yay.
Thank you. Can I go home now?
Happy birthday!
Put your big balloon back behind you and let it hit you in the head like it did to me the entire time bringing it here.
It's been bludgeoning me like a harp seal the entire day. My God almighty.
Awesome.
Literally just beating the complete hell out of me the entire day. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome to
Jack,
open your presents.
Jack scored one of the most delicious. I gotta tell you, man, the pre-made stuff, it's kind of hard to find pre-made, good cakes or pastries or whatever.
Right.
Jack is it Costco or Sam's? Jack?
That was Costco. Yeah.
Jack is a Costco monster, of
Yeah,
course.
he
Everybody
is.
knows that.
Yep.
And man, he gets this like white chocolate raspberry like cake
Torts?
thing, like a tort. It's like these thin sponges with this nice big thick layer of raspberry compote and white chocolate ganache in there. God dang, it was good, dude. Good job.
Thank you.
Fine job.
Yeah, credit to my daughter. She's like, Dad, can we get that? I'm like, we can't, but I can.
Yeah, that's a fine product. Yeah, very, very nice. Thank you very much. Very kind of you guys. I appreciate it.
Oh, of course. Happy
Man,
birthday.
Tons and tons of people contacting me this morning on social and stuff. Through my
Really?
Facebook page and stuff. It was just very, very nice. It's very, very nice. Just thank you, everybody. I'm going to answer everybody. I'm going to do something I've never done before in my life. I'm literally going to sit down tonight and answer every single one of them personally.
Oh,
Jack,
I'm not
you
kidding.
want to put money down?
That's a lot.
I must have 100 in there. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh,
You'll have more
or
by the
more.
time. Oh, yeah. By the time you get home, you'll have like 400.
I got plenty. Everything is fine.
So it's going to be
I don't
like
need any
from
more.
today through the rest of the weekend. You'll be answering all of those?
Yeah, I don't know. But
Get ready to copy and paste.
Exactly.
That's what I do.
Why don't you look up how to copy and paste?
Yeah, I know how to copy and paste.
Do you
Jack.
use the hotkeys?
No, I don't. I'm gonna write.
Control C, Control
I'm
V.
gonna write something very nice for each person. It's gonna be different.
Yeah, it is.
It's not, but I'm gonna write something anyway. All right, 407-916-1041. You guys want me to open this stuff?
Yeah.
Open gifts.
Open gifts.
Thank you very much.
Open gifts. Come on.
All right, so this is the card. Whose yellow card is this, by the way?
Oh, that's from the both of us.
Jack, are you playing Jewel too? Is that what you're doing?
Yes. No. I'm actually posting the video of us singing to you.
Show the card
on the Instagram page.
Show what he wrote on the envelope. Oh.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Jim Jam.
Jim Jam. Two balloon letters.
It says, at your age, it's best to accept that the sweet bird of youth has flown. And then it shows a bird that flew into a tree.
And is giving you the bird.
A nasty little pecker of middle age. Happy birthday. See how it feels, Jack says, because he's old AF too.
No, you didn't get the joke.
No. Look at it.
Hold on.
I wrote above.
Okay. It says,
what does it say? No. Over my signature, and I wrote, see how it feels? What did I write there?
You wrote, see how it feels.
What? No, what did I write before? See how it feels.
Oh, I don't know. I can't read that.
That's what I did. That's how you sign cards. It's like, what is this?
Need something to
What
decipher.
did he write?
All right.
Then you have to give it back to Jimmy, and Jimmy's like, wait, give me a minute.
All right. Which one is the green box?
That's mine.
Okay, so I'll do the other one first because that one goes with the card. Jack got me 2 scratchers.
Yeah.
2 $10 scratchers. Now I have to ask, will it piss
Yes.
you off to no end if I win something? You know this 777? Somebody just won like $5 million on this.
Oh, buddy.
But you would share with us, right?
Somebody just won $5 million on this win. Or no, $2 million.
I want you to win. Because as you're thinking about what to get me for Christmas, I want you to be in a good mood and have a positive experience here.
This feels like a shelf filler.
I put thought into this.
It can go right next to your journal for gratitude.
Remember what I said that Jim mentioned that they're Costco's stopping to sell books, and I'm like, I went to Costco looking for a book, and I couldn't find it. This is it.
And you said you had to order it online.
I ordered it online, yeah.
Peggy Noonan, A Certain Idea of America. Explain this, please.
Do you know who Peggy Noonan is?
I do not know who that is.
She was Ronald Reagan's speechwriter.
Oh, was she really?
A White House correspondent, Ronald Reagan speechwriter, and she has been ever since the conservative columnist for the
Washington Post?
Jack, isn't she also the one who wrote Reagan's
Wall Street Journal?
Okay.
Isn't she also the one, I think they just did a special on her on CBS Sunday Morning where she wrote the speech that Ronald Reagan gave to the country after the Challenger disaster.
That's her.
And that sealed her place as the preeminent speechwriter for not just presidents, but during some of the most horrific times that our country has faced. It's her words that the president speaks.
But she's a conservative.
Yeah,
but,
very much so.
A real one.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah. And those are few and far between these days.
Yeah. And that's why I figured you'd
I
appreciate it
very much.
And it was watching that when I thought of, that's what I'm getting, Jim.
Oh,
no, thank you very much. I appreciate that very much.
That was a really good segment, by the way.
And I'll hit those scratchers here in a second. All right, Deb, is there a card for you, or is it just the spot?
We shared that card.
We
signed
shared
the card too.
Yeah.
Did you sign the card as well?
Yeah, like we do every single year.
Do you really? Hold
Just
on.
like when I talk and he doesn't hear me.
Jeez.
Happy birthday to... Oh, man.
It's okay, Jimmy. I'm just right here to your left. Don't worry about it, man.
She had to fight the crowd to pick out the card.
Happy birthday to a true one of a kind. I appreciate that very much, Deb.
I got beat by your balloon on the way to work. I expect compensation.
I thought that was one of Jack's daughters actually tried to steal that and give it to somebody she knew.
No.
And then that would be right up Jack's alley to take it back. No, it'll be fine. He won't know the difference.
Correct.
All right, so I got a box here. All right.
This is exciting.
Do you get nervous when somebody opens your gifts?
Sometimes, just because you put thought into it, so you hope that they're gonna like it. Now you won't be able to read anything out loud, but you can show those bad boys on the camera.
It socks with the barbecue grill, and it said, "I'll feed all you effers." Oh, Deborah, look what you did! How cool is this? Oh, dude, thank you so much.
And it's flow grown.
Oh, that's awesome! With that tag, that's got the tag in the dead center of where the buttons would be, and it's the Florida flag.
Yep, exactly. And then there's like little symbols on the golf shirt that are things that are Florida alligators, the shape of the state.
Oh yeah, look, there's a holdup, and a traffic jam,
a pill mill,
and a guy. Oh, there's the guy driving, looking at his phone. Thank you. That's very sweet of you.
You're welcome.
You guys are the absolute greatest. Thank you so much.
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
So what we should do for talkbacks today? What people wish Jimmy would?
Yeah, we could do that. If you don't wish happy birthday, I mean, I'm not giving you any directive, but it'd be fun. That's something to do. It's been a weird day. It's funny when you're a grown ass man and you have a birthday. Like people are like, "Happy birthday," and they're expecting. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't have that whimsy in me as I used to as a kid. But it is nice having friends and family reach out for sure.
But don't you think it is kind of clearly ironic that as human beings, we have the biggest parties when you've had the least amount of life?
Exactly right.
And the smallest parties when you've accomplished the most amount of life?
Yeah. And it's funny, that you guys remember the guy I told you was a good friend of mine from high school? And we just kind of lost contact. We just kind of ghosted it, and it was really frustrating.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, that guy texted me this morning.
No way.
Out of nowhere. I don't think I've heard from him. I I don't think I've heard from him in 2-3 years, and out of nowhere he goes, "Happy birthday, old man." Yeah. I'm like, where the hell have you been? My God, you've been wandering around Mexico or something? What's going on? And so anyway, I got to contact him back today. My dad texted me, it was great. My sisters text me. My kids this morning was great.
Wow, good.
Some old friends. And it's so funny. A lot of people judge, like it's so funny. Back in the day, it's somebody who texted you first.
Right. Oh,
Who
yeah.
texts you
Oh,
first?
yeah.
Who texts you
That
first?
still matters.
Yeah,
Who
right,
calls
right.
first? Who texts first?
Code Black's wife is like still one of our closest friends, and she's always like right there in the very first. And then somebody texted me like last night at 12:05, as if they were waiting,
Oh, nice.
waiting to
that's a
text me at
win.
midnight. My God Almighty,
That's a win.
is it really?
Yeah, totally. For them?
Yeah, for them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of old time fans of the show, and just who have followed my career for over the years. Who we've met at many events or stuff, texted me this morning, which was very nice as well. So
You seem to appreciate those. So if anyone would like to text Jim directly, his number is 407.
Hey, you better watch out.
All right.
Don't do that.
You have any special plans for tonight after you get done with work?
Yeah. Going to trivia tonight with the crew.
Are you really?
Yeah, I got to go hang out and just do trivia. Just do something silly and have some fun. Just chill out.
Well, that'll be good.
We've already had one little get together, so this will be the second one. So anyway. All right, 407-916-104. And thanks again, guys. I appreciate it so much.
Are you going to have a sleepover when you're done playing trivia?
No, not doing that. No. The sleepover will be Jim in bed by 11:15, if that's the sleepover you're talking about.
Yeah.
All right, 407-916-1041. Of course, you can always text our show at 77031. What do you have for news, Deb?
Well, we're going to talk about the NYPD offering a reward and a deadly CEO shooting.
Crazy.
Man, what a crazy story that is.
Just read a story that just broke about that about 45 seconds ago.
Yeah.
And it's parallel to what we were talking about just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, well, we'll have an opportunity to talk about that, along with the fact that Governor Ron DeSantis is reportedly in the running for a cabinet nod. And can't say we didn't see this coming. A not so unexpected lawsuit has been filed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we're going to talk about that more coming up next during JCS News.
You got it. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Take a little break. Deb's News and more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
This is Real Radio 104.1, online at realradio.fm, on your phone with the free iHeartRadio app, and on your smart speaker. Alexa, play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
It would be my pleasure.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center, best holiday selection, lowest prices.
Travel with caution. There's a couple accidents to keep an eye out for this afternoon on Florida's Turnpike northbound at County Road 470. The left lane is partially blocked. That's exit 296 there. Multiple lanes are blocked due to an accident on State Road 408 westbound before I-4 exit 10. Traffic is backed up from Crystal Lake Drive. And if you see traffic troubles, just call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage has amazing deals on the holidays' most fun gifts, all for under $15. Get low prices every day on unique finds before they're gone. In-store only at Macy's Backstage today. Find a location near you at macy'sbackstage.com. Off price, on trend, arriving daily.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Rebath in Mid-Florida. These guys are awesome. If you have a trouble bathroom in your house, whether it be your master bathroom, your guest bathroom, especially this time of year when it forces you to go to somebody else's house for the holidays, you want to get that out of there and be able to experience those things at your home. Well, Rebath in Mid-Florida can help you do that. Their showroom is super easy to find, 436 up in Altamont. They're right across from Kobe. And when you walk in, you're going to see some models set up. Now, those aren't the bathrooms you're buying. What they are is bathrooms to show you what their products configured into different bathroom styles look like. Your bathroom is going to be specific to you because all of these bathrooms are custom bathrooms. They even have a design team to help you out with your ideas. They get these out in 4 to 6 days, get your new bathroom in as well. They do it with their employees, and they give you a lifetime guarantee on the products and the install. And even better, if you mention the Jim Colbert Show, these guys are going to throw in $800 in upgrades. And guys, let me tell you, you cannot lose here. Plenty and plenty of products to choose from. Mix and match all these different styles of cabinetry and lighting and toilets and sinks and tubs. It's all awesome. They'll put it all together for you. You'll be super happy. Log on today. Check out the before and afters, then book your appointment. It's rebath.com.
It's the holiday season at Wawa, where you can find gift cards for everyone on your list. Pick up a card for the Wawa fans in your life and for fans of other brands like Sephora, Roblox, Amazon, and more. Grab one for your boss, teachers, or your favorite delivery driver. And don't forget the family gift swap. Happy holidays from Wawa, your one-stop gift card shop. Gotta have a Wawa.
Cheerio and happy holidays to all. We Brits do two things particularly well. Celebrate the Yuletide and make a fantastic cocktail. And now doing both the proper way is simpler with Bartesian. Whether your desire is a holiday-spiced old-fashioned by the Yule log or a Clausmopolitan for sipping with your besties, just pop in a capsule, select your strength, push the button, and you're off. Hurry now, old chap, as they're $50 off. Add holiday flavor to every celebration with Bartesian. Get $50 off any cocktail maker at bartesian.com/cocktail. That's BARTESIAN.com/cocktail.
Get up to a 30% upfront bonus to use for your retirement income, or up to 12% per year to help grow your retirement income. Whether you're in retirement or will be retiring within 10 years, Trajan Wealth can offer some of the highest guarantees in the business. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I know no one wants to work forever. We all need to retire someday, and I know you've worked hard for your money, so now is the time to guarantee it. Take advantage of up to a 30% upfront bonus for your retirement income, or up to 12% per year for retirement income. Don't woulda, shoulda, coulda. Get up to a 30% bonus just for opening an account, or up to 12% per year for retirement income. Don't leave your retirement to chance. Retire the right way, the Trajan way, with Trajan Wealth. 407-213-0000. 407-213-0000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. DBA in most states says Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
Hey, sweetie, I got you.
iPhone 13?
Yeah, it's from Total Wireless. Ooh, and what's cool, it has
super fast 5G and the awesome dual camera system. Oh my gosh, I love it.
I love
you, Dad. Best dad ever.
Get iPhone 13 for just $99 when you switch and buy 2 months of the Total 5G Plus Unlimited plan. But you better hurry. They'll go faster than you can say.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah.
Total Wireless. We're totally with you. Limited time offer while supplies last. Restrictions apply. Available exclusively in Total Wireless stores. 5G access requires a 5G capable device and a 5G service area.
Ooh, should we get an app?
Appetizer? Nah, not for me. Trying to save some money, you know?
You know what you need? The Upside app. Gives you cash back on essentials like gas, groceries, and dining. You could earn up to $10 on every restaurant meal.
Upside? What's the catch?
No catch. Just download the free app, claim an offer, and get real cash back at places like Popeyes, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut.
Okay, now that's the app I'm getting.
Download the Upside app and get a 10% bonus on your first restaurant purchase. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit lifelock.com. Terms apply.
Ever have one of those days where your gut just feels blah?
Ugh, yes.
Occasional bloating or gas could be signs that your gut is out of balance. But Align Probiotic can help. Align 24/7 Digestive Support is a daily use probiotic with a unique strain to help relieve occasional digestive issues. It's the #1 doctor-recommended brand. So when you feel the signs, it's time to try Align. Align Probiotic. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
You've got great taste. That's why Wawa lets you customize a delicious roasted or crispy chicken sandwich, just the way you want. For you, the heat honcho that tests your spice tolerance with seasoning and buffalo sauce. Or you, the forget the pit master, who prefers barbecue sauce, bacon, and no extra work. Or you, the supporter of Southwestern flavors like avocado, fajita veggies, and chipotle sauce. You've got great taste. And now, you've got Wawa's roasted and crispy chicken sandwiches. Chicken how you wanna. Wawa.
Hey guys, I'm Kate Max. You might know me from my popular online series, The Running Interview Show, where I run with celebrities, athletes, entrepreneurs, and more. After those runs, the conversations keep going. That's what my podcast, Post Run High, with iHeartRadio is all about. Listen to Post Run High on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Post Run High and start listening.
We are professional grade at Orange Buick GMC. Online at orangebuickgmc.com.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
There's only one place to watch this nonsense. At Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Hey there, Jimmy. Happy birthday. I would have texted you this morning or even Facebook friended you, but you never accepted my Facebook request.
What's your
Just
name?
like you never played Words with Friends with me.
Oh, my God.
Jimmy, it's Luke up in Michigan. Happy birthday, brother. First heard your voice the week of 9/11. I was living in Claremont, Florida, working for the Mouse. Been a fan of you and the channel ever since, man. Hope you have a great birthday. Why don't you throw Tori in the back of the old Ford Ranger and drive up here to Michigan? I'll take you to the world's largest Christmas store. Then we'll go for a stroll over the Mackinac Bridge and have a pasty.
All right, buddy.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
one.
Very sweet. Sounds fun.
That would be
largest Christmas store.
No, over the Mackinac Bridge, over to
Mackinac Island? Is it?
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
can't take your car on Mackinac Island.
Sure,
but,
yeah.
Oh, that'd be a good time right there.
Oh, don't you know, though, I'm a walker. All right. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show here on Real Radio 104.1. Thank you so much for the kind words. Appreciate that, guys. I am Jim. Jack is right over there. Let's get a check of the news. Here's Deb.
It's time for JCS News.
Wow, has this guy got to put his name on everything?
It's in my contract, dude.
Here's the news on the Jim Colbert Show.
Waiting for the day that gets old? Not today. JCS News is brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don. All right, a $10,000 reward is being offered to find the suspect who fatally shot a United Healthcare CEO in Midtown Manhattan earlier this morning. NYPD Chief of Detectives Joe Kenny says the shooting in front of the Hilton on 6th Avenue that left 50-year-old Minnesota resident Brian Thompson dead seemed to be premeditated.
He ignores numerous other pedestrians, approaches the victim from behind, and shoots him in the back. The shooter then walks toward the victim and continues to shoot. It appears that the gun malfunctions as he clears the jam and begins to fire again.
Yeah, Kenny says the suspect may be a professional since he was able to easily clear that gun malfunction and continue shooting. And not only that, a report says he used a silencer.
Wow, really?
The suspect was last seen in Central Park on a GPS-equipped City e-bike, and the NYPD is working to try and track its location. Thompson's wife, Paulette, told NBC News he had been receiving threats. For those who don't know, United Healthcare is the nation's largest health insurance company.
Yeah, obviously we're getting a lot of reports as it comes in little by little that somebody just said earlier that United has a certain thing that if you don't use their doctors, they won't cover or something like that. And Jack and I were talking, we were all talking before the show. Obviously, it seems like a disgruntled, like somebody didn't get coverage for somebody very important, and somebody had to pay the price for that.
It will be very interesting to find out because that you could see, but I mean to actually figure out where you can hire a professional hit.
And the funny thing is, I just heard Sean Wasson talking. He made a very good point. I mean, you have to rent those bikes. I mean, is there no record of what was used to rent it or where it was picked up or something? I mean, there's so much surveillance in Central Park in that area. I can't imagine they're going to have a pretty good footprint of where he went.
Yeah, and along with the fact that he was wearing a pretty unique backpack.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll see if he really is the professional they say he is. All right, another national story, this one from Deborah's own personal nightmare files. The search continues for a Pennsylvania woman who may have fallen into a sinkhole while looking for a cat on Monday evening. Emergency responders began searching for 64-year-old Elizabeth Pollard early Tuesday morning after finding her 5-year-old granddaughter in her vehicle outside a restaurant in Unity Township, about 30 miles southeast of Pittsburgh. The little girl was okay, but she'd spent 12 hours in that car in near below freezing temperatures.
Wow!
Rescue workers said that a shoe was found about 25 feet down in the hole yesterday. The hole is connected to an old mine, according to officials. State Police Trooper Steve Lamani says rescuers were able to get down into the mine yesterday evening, but they still haven't been able to find Pollard so far.
Wow.
There's hope that Pollard could be alive underground in an air pocket as those search efforts continue.
Man, it's horrifying. I saw the video of a photograph of the sinkhole. It looks super similar to the one that sucked that guy in over on the West Coast. Hard. That's
nightmare.
That is as nightmare as it gets.
That's drag you to hell.
I'd rather deal with 5 axe-carrying ghosts than deal with one mystery sinkhole, even a chance of it.
Exactly.
If they offered insurance for that, I'd buy it.
All right. Pete Hegseth says he is not withdrawing his name from consideration for Defense Secretary. President-elect Trump's nominee is on Capitol Hill once again to meet with senators. The Wall Street Journal reported Trump is considering replacing Hegseth. This comes as he's embroiled in multiple misconduct allegations. And there's word President-elect Trump is looking to replace Hegseth with Governor Ron DeSantis. Barry University's Dr. Sean Foreman says if DeSantis does become defense secretary, Lieutenant Governor Jeanette Nunes would automatically take his seat.
There's no special election. There's no vote that needs to happen. That's really the only role for Lieutenant Governor in Florida, is to be the governor in waiting in case the position opens.
Now, if DeSantis goes to Washington, Jeanette Nunes would become Florida's first female and Cuban-American governor. She would then hold that position for 2 years with a leg up to run in 2026. Wow. We broke this story last night during You Heard It Here First, that Hillsborough County Sheriff Chad Cronister had withdrawn his name as the head of DEA just 2 days after he was nominated on Saturday. Well, here's a correction. President-elect Donald Trump is taking issue with a Wall Street Journal article about the withdrawal of his pick of Hillsborough County Sheriff Chad Cronister. The story says Cronister withdrew his name from consideration, but Trump said in a Truth Social post that he, quote, pulled, end quote, the nomination because he didn't like what the sheriff said to, quote, my pastors and other supporters, end quote. Cronister has been criticized for the arrest of a church leader for violating COVID lockdown rules back in 2020. The sheriff said on X yesterday that he still had more work to do as Hillsborough County Sheriff.
Yeah.
All right. And then a billionaire who made history after conducting a mission from Florida Space Coast could be the next to lead NASA. Trump has nominated Jared Isaacman to take over as the agency's next administrator. Trump posted on his social media platform, Truth Social, earlier today, saying Isaacman will be driving NASA's mission of discovery while paving the way for groundbreaking achievements in space science. Isaacman is the CEO of Shift4. That's a Pennsylvania-based payment processing company.
He also ran Draken and some other space things, though. He does have experience in this.
Yeah?
I don't know how much. I just read a brief piece on it today, but he does have experience in the space program. He ran a number of programs, and he's kind of been around this for many, many years. Well, yeah. It's like his true passion.
He recently led that private space flight through SpaceX that launched from the Kennedy Space Center, Brevard County, ultimately leading to the first all-civilian spacewalk. They also debuted those new SpaceX spacesuits because they were in a more dangerous radiation belt. So, yeah, that's where I knew I remembered the name, just couldn't remember from where. And then finally, Marco Rubio is beginning to shore up his support for his confirmation to Trump's cabinet. Senator Rubio wrote on X yesterday he started meeting with senators about his nomination to serve as Secretary of State. He met with South Carolina Republican Lindsey Graham and Idaho Republican Jim Risch.
Why, is there a question that Rubio is going to get confirmed?
I haven't heard any blowback against
not
Rubio.
Even a little bit. I mean, I thought that was a slam dunk for.
Well, I don't know about slam dunk, but when they showed all the nominees, he seemed to have the most favorable rating out of everyone nominated so far.
Yeah. I mean, obviously the ones that are in question are your Tulsi and Hegseth and, stuff like that. I mean, that's the thing I'd heard today, that they'd had buyer's remorse from inside the Trump camp regarding Hegseth because there were already so much trouble with Matt Gaetz, and it's just bringing more of that negative attention. But, with Hegseth saying he's not pulling, I don't know how that dynamic works. I don't know if he says I'm not going to resign my name. I don't know if Trump can go, well, it doesn't matter if you want to or not. I can pull that. He can pull those nominations anytime he wants, right?
He said that's what he did with Cronister.
Yeah.
Even though, Cronister posted early yesterday afternoon.
Right.
So, all right. Speaking of nasty fights, Orange County's mayor is seeing alarming behavior from the elections office. That's what Mayor Jerry Demings said yesterday about election supervisor Glenn Gilzine. Demings was speaking at the county commission meeting about Gilzine's use of taxpayer dollars. Gilzine's accused of spending over $5 million for things not connected to the county's elections. County Comptroller Phil Diamond, my former neighbor, publicly asked Gilzine to open the books. I mean, it was...
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
No, I mean, when he said it, he said, open the books.
That's the draw 4 card right there, bitch.
Yeah.
Open it up.
Open the books. The public deserves to see where this money was spent. The commission voted to withhold a future payment to Gilzine's office.
Yeah.
Now, after the meeting, Gilzine wrote on social media that he sent Diamond the records that he wanted on Monday, but Diamond said last night the email was rejected because the file was too large. It's almost like you sent it, Jimmy.
Right, exactly.
I don't know how to do that.
Right. I sent it over on Gmail. It didn't come through.
Diamond also says he didn't find out about the email until after yesterday's meeting, and he'll have someone from his office pick up the records today. Rare. All right, the
claws are out.
Claws are out, man. They're digging. Everyone's digging in their heels. That'll be interesting to see where everything washes out. The Pasco County Sheriff's Office has reached a settlement over its controversial predictive policing program.
Predictive policing. Okay.
What do you think that means?
Well, it sounds like you're using the precogs in a Tom Cruise movie.
Yeah.
And you're trying to look at somebody and go, that person looks like they're going to commit a crime.
AI, baby.
The lawsuit filed by 4 families claimed that the agency was punishing people for crimes they might commit at some point in the future.
Wow.
Robert McNamara is the senior attorney with the Institute for Justice.
What happened here today should send a message to law enforcement across the country that in the United States, we punish people after they've been convicted of a crime. We don't punish people because we've decided they might commit a crime in the future.
Yeah. Under the terms, the sheriff's office agrees not to implement a similar program in the future and admitted to 3 constitutional violations.
That sounds crazy just to say.
I know.
Like it's a movie plot. It's a movie plot.
The plaintiffs will receive a 6-figure settlement.
Yeah, I bet. Hey, you look dangerous. You got any ID? Yeah.
All right. A trial involving a teenager who died while at a Central Florida amusement park is set to begin tomorrow. Police say 14-year-old Tyrese Sampson fell to his death while riding the free fall ride at Icon Park in Orlando back in March of 2022, already 2 years. A state investigation found that 2 seats had been adjusted to handle the boy's size, which is what allowed him to slip out. Always funny, that idea that you can just hang on without understanding that, you know, the physics and the force that's involved.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Yeah, you really don't. The legal team for Sampson's family is going to try to prove the ride manufacturer and inspection company were negligent in the case. The attraction, of course, has since been dismantled. And did you hear the story of the guy over the weekend that when his lap bar released on the roller coaster that he was in, he jumped off the ride and onto like the emergency stairs.
Oh, the runway, so they weren't going to die.
Yeah. Did you see? It was at the top
Very
of the
top.
hill.
Very top.
He's climbing out of the car as the car is going up and about to go over. It is crazy.
It's crazy.
It could have saved his life, though, right?
Yeah, absolutely. He said he did that because he didn't want to die that day.
That's a fine choice.
I gotta go.
Yeah. Not today, Satan.
Dipping out, people. All right, despite 3 hurricanes hitting Florida this year, insurers are starting to give homeowners breaks. Did that sound like laughter to you guys?
Yeah, no, we're just in complete disbelief waiting for the next sentence.
Citizens Property Insurance CEO Tim Serio says dozens of private companies are not asking for premium increases this year, and 15 are actually offering decreases.
Wow.
Existing companies are expanding their writings in Florida, and there have been several national companies that have affirmed their commitment to Florida following the reform, the legislative reforms, USAA, Progressive, and State Farm.
He adds 9 new companies are ready to enter the company. He expects by the end of the month, the insurer of last resort will be down to about 900,000 policies. Their goal was always to be literally last resort, less than 1 million policies, and then other insurers started leaving the state and Citizens just ballooned.
Oh, yeah.
So Serio is also firing back at reports that it has denied a majority of claims. He admits of the more than 73,000 claims filed after Hurricanes Debbie, Helene, and Milton. How many do you guys think have been closed without payment? So 73,000 claims were filed after Debbie, Helene, and Milton. This many have been closed without payment.
Oh, God. This is
It's not a percentage. It's a number.
Yeah, I'll go 15,000.
Closed. No payment.
No payment.
Oh, man. 20,000.
Nearly 32,000.
Almost half.
Almost half of them because they didn't have flood insurance.
Of those, about 40% didn't meet the deductible.
Wow.
Other damage was caused by floods, which is not covered by citizens. Yeah. But to ensure public trust, he's asking the chief of internal audit to audit hurricane claims, denials, and closures, and then offer recommendations. Doesn't that make everyone who lost their home feel so much better?
Right. That'll make you come right out of your tent.
Yeah, exactly. Or that FEMA trailer that maybe, just maybe, you were lucky enough to get.
God almighty.
All right, 2 big developments are coming to Osceola County. Commissioners approved a pair of projects earlier this week that would create nearly $1.5 billion in private investments.
Thing. It's crazy.
It
man.
really is. Now, one of the plans is to build a soccer complex at Osceola Heritage Park in collaboration with the owners of Orlando City SC and Orlando Pride. The other development will construct a global headquarters for a South Korea-based tech company in Neo City, creating at least 600 jobs over the next decade.
Yeah. I saw the renderings today. It's actually very, very cool.
Yeah, that is cool. All right, Speaking of changes, well, Disney World is planning to unveil several new magical experiences for guests next year. That translates to it's going to cost more.
Yeah.
A test track at Epcot is scheduled to reopen with a new storyline late next summer. The high-speed ride is expected to showcase the evolution of General Motors vehicles over the last century. Epcot will also get a new luxury lounge.
Really?
Inside Spaceship Earth.
Really?
In the late spring.
Man, I haven't been there in so long.
I cannot tell you the last time.
The last time I went was the Food and Wine, and it must have been 8 years ago, maybe at least 8 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It has. Well, at Magic Kingdom, a new evening parade known as the Disney Starlight Dream the Night Away will debut next summer. These are only a few of the newest attractions that are set to come out at Disney throughout 2025. It has nothing to do with the lands or anything opening up at Universal. Has nothing to do with that.
Nope. Nothing at all.
Nothing to do with that.
It's not a race.
All Disney knows is that they're so happy their name is not Mattel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because Mattel.
What happened to Mattel?
They are now facing a lawsuit, Jack.
Oh, no.
After that misprint on its Wicked doll packaging that mistakenly linked to a porn site. Jack has never forgotten the website.
Yeah, that's the last thing. That's the last thing you want, Jack. You don't want your 11-year-old girl checking out Mr. Marcus.
Yeah, but do we have to? Do we have to sue about everything?
I know. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Well, the link on the box for the Alphaba. Sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
Give me the buzzer.
All right. No, you finally got it.
Alphaba
you deserve it.
and Glinda dolls. Reads Wicked. Aw.
There you go.
Thank you. Readswicked.com. Jack has already done his research.
Jim thought about saying it.
Instead of the proper URL, which is wickedmovie.com. Mattel pulled the toys and issued an apology, but a South Carolina mom is leading a class action lawsuit.
Wow.
She says her young daughter used an iPhone to visit the link and was left, quote, horrified.
Yeah.
End quote. By the result.
Right.
Oh, so
she thought it was a future machine, and she was terrified.
Did the daughter lie and say she was over 18 to enter the site?
Right.
Shut up, lady. I'd say put her on Knucklehead Island, but she's in South Carolina already.
She's on the ramp.
Yeah.
Is that what you have to do? You have to like verify your age before you get in there?
I'm on a work computer. Let me check it out.
Yeah, sure, do it.
I am fairly certain that you do.
Yeah. Like it'd be at least 18 though, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, maybe she didn't know what that would do if you clicked on that.
All right. So Scenes, Movies, Girls, become a member, 25 years of award-winning movies. Now it's showing like what it looks like DVD covers almost, but there's,
Are you really on that site?
Of course
yeah.
I am. Why wouldn't I be?
Okay, I'm going there too.
But by the way, there's no nudity on it.
None.
There's not one bit of now.
Well,
look,
then how
there's
could you be left
there's some
horrified?
scantily clad women on this, but there's no nudity.
Let me see if I can find it.
Jack, you're such a perv.
I'm doing this for
research.
The show.
Right. Research, I got it.
To see if there's any validity in this class action lawsuit.
All right, you let us know if there is, okay?
You click on one, and then now you got to choose your plan.
All right, there you go.
The 3-day trial is only $2.95.
That's not bad. Not bad.
And either way, that concludes your JCS news.
That's the worst one ever.
We're just not.
That is the That is the worst one ever.
That was the special birthday edition.
You're welcome.
All right, 407-916-1041. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show. Stay put.
This weekend, Real Radio 104.1 smells like the 90s.
Love me, hold me, 'cause I'm free.
Classic alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. We've got kind of a frosty start this morning north of Orlando. Chilly everywhere. The wind making it feel like it's in the low 30s in many locations. Needless to say, bundle up. It's going to be a warmer afternoon sunshine, 67 degrees today. But this is the start of a nice warming trend. After this Fox 35 weather impact day, thanks to the cold this morning, we're on the way to 70s this weekend and 80s for next week. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage has amazing deals on the holidays' most fun gifts, all for under $15. Get low prices every day on unique finds before they're gone. In-store only at Macy's Backstage today. Find a location near you at macy'sbackstage.com. Off price, on trend, arriving daily.
Guys, not a big secret that the real estate market right here in Central Florida is changing and booming now more than ever. And with your home being your most valuable asset, you need a real estate company that's always one step ahead of the market, whether you're buying or selling. And of course, that is the Nickley Group. 4,000 five-star reviews. And if you ask anybody in the business, they will tell you the Nickley Group is an elite group of realtors. These guys sell homes on average for about 6% more than their competitors, and they sell them twice as fast as well. On average, clients save about $24,000 when they purchase a home using the Nickley Group. And now with interest rates lower than they've been in a while, your buying power is tens of thousands of dollars greater than it was just a year ago. So don't sleep on their website and use it as the tool that it is. Get a guaranteed cash offer for your home right there online. No showings, no open houses, close in 14 days. Get your home valued instantly using current market data, or list your house on the market. You can do all of that right there on their website. While you're there, be sure to download their free buyer's guide. It is packed with useful information about the home buying and selling process. It's the NickleyGroup.com. That's NICKLEY Group.com.
Hey, it's Sisney. And for the past 6 years, look, I've been either pregnant or in postpartum. But before that, I was diagnosed with PCOS. And if you know, you know. I mean, my battle with weight loss has been just that, a battle. And I'll admit, I didn't really want to necessarily share this journey with you, but the benefits and the positive change that I've seen in myself are just too good to gatekeep. Feeling good is most important when it comes to losing weight. And now you get to utilize science. That's why I'm so grateful for Future Health. They give millions of people affordable access to weight loss meds for less than $3 a day. Just take their quick 3-minute survey. From there, if approved by a clinician, you'll get prescribed and get the meds delivered to your door within 24 hours. You'll also have access to qualified doctors that know GLP-1s, plus the support from over 6,000 physicians and licensed pharmacies nationwide. Find out if weight loss meds are right for you in just 3 minutes at tryfh.com. That's tryfh.com. Again, that's tryfh.com. Future Health is not a healthcare services provider. Meds are prescribed at provider's discretion. Results may vary. Sponsored by Future Health.
Remember that meal you made last Christmas? The one that everyone still talks about? The one with Fresh from Florida sweet corn and sausage stuffing and strawberry parfait for dessert? Of course you do. That's because you're a member of the Fresh from Florida Club. You went to freshfromflorida.com, created a menu from your favorite recipe, and saved it as best Christmas dinner ever. This year, you'll go online, open up that menu, and bam! You've made that meal that everyone is talking about again. The Fresh from Florida Club. You're not just creating menus, you're creating memories.
This is car accident attorney Jeff Kaufman with the injury law firm of Kaufman Lynn. It's hot, you're tired, the guy in the car in front of you is texting. You want to be mad, but you just finished watching 4 cat videos your wife just sent you. If it makes you feel any better, the guy in the car behind you is mad too. So put down your damn phone. If you or someone you know is ever in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, contact us at whenyouneedus.com or dial 407-500-JEFF. Offices, Orlando.
So this new dose is, well, nope, that's not it. The price is nowhere to be found.
Mr. Green? Hi, it's all good. We've got this.
This is not just help from a Walgreens pharmacist.
Oh, new prescriptions. Cool. Let me check to see if these are the lowest cost options covered by your Medicare plan.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
This is someone supporting you every step of the way. Chat with a pharmacist today to find help saving. This is the human kind of help. Walgreens.
Discover the unmatched value at Core Flooring Center in Winter Park, Central Florida's prime spot for wood, waterproof laminate, and vinyl planks. Explore our stunning showroom with hundreds of styles. Visit us today or check out coreflooringfl.com.
FEMA disaster assistance may be more than just the first check you receive. There's also assistance for temporary housing, home repairs, moving costs, rental assistance, and more. But you have to apply. If you are in a county approved for FEMA individual assistance, go to disasterassistance.gov. Call 1-800-621-3362 or find a disaster recovery center at fema.gov/DRC. Apply for FEMA assistance today.
Yo, it's Angel from the Monsters. You want a big green egg for the lowest prices anywhere? You got to go to my friends, Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up your big green egg so that you are cooking before they leave. Follow Wassie's Meat Market on Instagram or go to wassiesmeatmarket.com for your big green egg today.
The Jim Colbert Show, streaming live on YouTube. Watch us talk.
What up, guys? Sport from Duval.
Jimmy,
for your birthday, man, if I could get you something, it wouldn't be a new house because I know you'll have one of those in about 4 months. Man, I know what I'd get you. I'd break my heart, but if I could get you anything for your birthday, I'd probably give you that zebra rug back.
No.
Happy birthday, bud.
The what? Zebra rug.
Bon après-midi, Colbert Show. Ici, c'est le Prince des Îles, Jimmy. Bon anniversaire. Il faut espérer ou faire plus bon encore pour l'année prochaine pour on a plus l'anniversaire. Jimmy, happy birthday. Hope you have more birthday coming up. And Jimmy, you can follow Russ' idea, you know, and have a little bit more hair implanted. Maybe a dark brown will suit you real nice.
That'll
Happy birthday.
really make me look nice, buddy. Thank you.
No, it would not.
It sounded like the first part of that. He ordered a revolution.
Tinted and unclean.
That's
I always get worried when they use another language.
Yeah.
Man, I hope they're not cursing.
He was not cursing.
That's that patois, right? Is that what that was?
No, I
Is
believe
it Creole.
I thought that was French.
Yeah, I think it's Creole.
Yeah.
Or is that? I think it is Creole.
Yeah. Yeah, no question. He just started a revolution. Right. People in Pine Hills are arming themselves, are rearming themselves, double arming themselves. Welcome back. I am Jim. There's Deb. Jack is here as well. Jack, you did me a favor last night. You didn't even know it.
Oh, I'm so glad.
You did.
Let me tell you. Let me guess.
Let me. What do you think Jack did for me last night that made my entire evening? Now he knows for sure.
I do know.
Oh, I have no idea. Oh, recommended a show to watch?
Almost.
Yeah.
Almost. Yeah. I would say that. Yeah.
Was it the What'd You Do That's New? Did you watch that last night?
It was not. So last night I go home from work, I'm just kind of sitting there tooling around online, and I look up and I'm on Facebook and I look up and Jack has put did you put the picture up or you just say it? I can't remember.
I put the picture up, like the credits were on and I was waiting for the proper one and then I got it. I took a picture and I posted it.
Oh, yeah. I watched it myself.
Yeah. Jack put up the still shot of the credits from Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Which is one of the Rankin and Bass, stop motion, holiday legends, along with Rudolph and some others.
I think it's the best out of all of them because it answers all the questions.
Well,
you can't put that past Yukon and the Bumble and the Abominable Snowman.
I got to tell you, that's the thing I don't like about it.
Because it sums up everything.
Well, it's making the rules.
Yeah,
it is basically making. Is that where the Christmas tree came from? Like. It's not. It's not. You're lying to these kids. That's not where it came from. None of this is right. But I will tell you, it did make my night because I needed something to kind of get me a little kick in the ass into the spirit a little bit.
Right.
And that worked out great. I sat there. Sure enough, I was just about to make myself something to eat. And I was like, damn, Jack did me right. So I turned it on. And I sat there and ate my dinner and watched it. It was great.
I was surprised. So here's the deal. I started watching a Brian Regan special because I'm going to go to the show. And, my wife was like, who's this? And I'm like, yeah, I think you've seen this guy before. And so I put on one of his specials. And,
You too.
And by 9 o'clock, I was like dozing and stuff. I'm like, okay, let me change this. And I just stopped it. And I just caught the beginning on ABC.
That's right.
Of Santa Claus is Coming to Town, which I am shocked that they were playing at 9 p.m. at night.
That's the thing. That's where I was like, there's something, I'm too late. I was actually mad at myself.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I'm too late. He put this up an hour ago. When I look, it said like right now, like 1 minute. I'm like, no way.
That's because they didn't put it up for kids. They put it up for the older kids.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I was like, click, 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 click. And there it is right there. And I was like, man, I am so happy.
And I'm glad you got to enjoy it because I didn't.
Why?
Because
cat pee?
No. No, I'm doing quite well on that. Oh, one day of well. But my TV antenna, and I think it had to do with the last hurricane, kind of shifted a little bit.
Oh, no. It wouldn't come in clearly?
And it was like, and it kept breaking up. I'm like, what the hell? So I'm out there, and I have a little remote that can spin it, and that's not working. And my only option was to climb up on the roof.
Oh, not doing that.
I was already halfway through my, old-fashioned. I'm I'm not climbing on the roof.
That's not how you want to start the season either.
Like 45 degrees out. I'm just, it's like, okay, I'll go watch something else.
Today, Radio Personality is paralyzed from the neck down because he felt like watching cartoons. Yeah, man, it was great. That was the first one of the season. And that's the thing I couldn't believe either. It's like, what is this doing on at 9 at night?
That was weird.
Wait, and usually they
bravo.
And I remember they would always play them so early in the season. I never understood why they started playing the Christmas shows like either the week of Thanksgiving or like a couple days after Thanksgiving. It wouldn't even be December.
Yeah.
And they were playing those things. It's barely December now, and they're playing them already. I thought they would play them closer to whatchamacallit. My wife was watching It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting in the spirit.
That's one they always do on Christmas Eve, right? Isn't that?
Well, they play
or
that.
Is that
that is a
that's Christmas Eve
perpetual.
one,
I mean, I don't know that you can turn on the television from now until Christmas and not see a showing of Miracle on 34th, It's a Wonderful Life.
It's so long.
What? It's a Wonderful Life?
Yeah, it's a long movie.
It's a perfect movie.
You watch the color or black and white?
Always in black and white.
I know you don't like colored.
Yeah. Oh, you stop. I don't like. I don't like the fabrication of color in a movie that doesn't need it or isn't supposed to have
How
it.
about Miracle on 34th Street?
That's a good one as well. Yep. Those are the two like stalwarts, right?
Right. Exact. Now for me, it is the Christmas Carol.
Oh yeah, that's.
I love watching all the different iterations of a
Muppets
Christmas
is
Carol.
one of the best.
The Muppets is one of the best. Actually,
yeah, it is
Michael
really.
Caine.
Wait, do you like Scrooged?
I do.
Yeah, that's
Scrooge is great.
It is great. I don't like the end of it when he's walking through the set and he's it almost seems like he's improvising a little bit. That's a very Bill Murray part of the movie.
Yeah.
I'm not a giant fan of, but the movie is very good.
I'll put Scrooged and Elf as kind of like I'll watch them, but I'm not going to set the timer for it.
Yeah, Elf is cool. I'm kind of over it. It was fun watching it a couple of times.
Loud.
It's just a little much, but the classics are there, and you're right. Which version of, because this used to be a big thing with Phillips, right? Which version of...
Yeah, the Alistair Cook version.
I love that one.
Alistair Cook version. Here's the thing. It's always the same, right? The Scrooge has to be a good Scrooge. He has to be really Scroogey, or you don't buy the transformation.
George
it has to be almost impossible to deal with, like irredeemable. And I think Cook does the best job of being irredeemable.
There's another good one, and it's animated, but the voice is Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
really?
That's the Disney version of A Christmas Carol. It is good, but it is Jim Carrey.
And The Grinch, I think, is another one that's kind of mandatory this time of year.
Do.
I mean,
now both. Do you like the Jim Carrey one and the animated one, or are you just the classic?
I like the animated one better because
I've never seen the live action one.
The Jim Carrey one's
start
good
to finish.
He said that movie almost drove him crazy.
Really?
Yeah, the application of that makeup every other day, whatever. He said literally he had to learn how to meditate to kind of go through it because it's like 5.5 hours to put it on. And then you work in it for like 16 hours because if you're going to spend 5 hours getting a makeup, you don't work a 4-hour day and call it good.
Right.
You know, you're in that stuff all day long. He said it almost drove him crazy. And if I remember right, he said it was one of the worst movie making experiences he'd had.
Oh, wow.
Just because of the application of the makeup.
Because it lives on, that's for sure.
No, it's great. He did a perfect job. He almost turned into that character.
National Lampoon's Vacation.
Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is, I mean, come on. Cousin Eddie with the pipe in the sewer. Just can't get any better than that. Dad, I learned everything about
Elaine the
exterior.
neighbor.
Exactly, Elaine the neighbor. Yeah. Snot.
Yeah, it's great. Is that the one where he's emptying the RV out into the road?
into the
Yeah,
stormwater
yeah.
drain.
Hey, Clark, I just thought I'd empty the Esser. What's the other one? There's do you guys watch? Is it Polar Express? Is that a Christmas movie?
It is, but it's
easy. It's Tom Hanks. He's a national treasure.
I know.
I love you guys to know that he's a national treasure.
My buddy Bob.
Animation is a little off, don't you think?
Yeah, it's
the people animation.
Is it one of the first like motion capture?
No, that's not motion capture, is it? It's like AI almost.
But yeah, it looks like it looks approved. I don't even. There's something weird about it that it never hit with me.
It does have a different feel than other animation that we know that's computer generated CGI animation, like because when you watch the Disney films that have been or any of the Pixar movies, they've done such a great job doing that. You become accustomed to that. Is what we're supposed to be seeing when it comes to these computer-generated images, and I'm agreeing. Polar Express has a weird kind of feel to it.
It's got a weird look.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And the story is a little convoluted.
Yeah. I don't know.
I like Arthur Christmas.
Arthur Christmas.
Yeah, you probably haven't seen that one yet. It's been on Freeform a couple times. That one in the Star, where Oprah stars as one of the camels named Deborah.
Are you talking about Arthur that bear?
Yeah.
No, Arthur Christmas.
What's he, a rodent? He's a rodent, right?
No,
what is
he's one of Santa's sons and his brother Steve.
Oh, come on. That's not even a part of the story.
Yeah, this is
Sure
ridiculous.
it is.
Deborah.
You just haven't seen it, Bradshaw.
Jesus never mentioned that. All right, 407-916-1041. You can
He
text
was
us
a babe.
at 77031. All right, back in a sec with Animal House. Stay put.
The Tampa Bay Bucks look to make it 3 straight wins when the Las Vegas Raiders come to Raymond James Stadium. Pre-game coverage begins at noon this Sunday on Real Radio 104.1 and our free iHeartRadio app. And is presented by Renewal by Anderson, official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Still looking at heavy traffic on I-4, mostly as you travel westbound on the interstate between the Beach Line and 535 and between US 192 and the 429. Traffic still moving well for those who need to take the 408 east or westbound. No major delays to report on Florida's Turnpike. If you see traffic problems, make sure to call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Check engine light, oh so bright? Drive into Valvoline Instant Oil Change and get a quality oil change that's quick but never rushed. Go to VIOC.com to save up to $15 off. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your go-to oil change for holiday travel.
Hey, everybody, Jim Colbert here. If you ask anybody who's experienced LASIK surgery, they will certainly tell you it's one of the best decisions they ever made. The only thing they'll probably say is they waited a little too long. They didn't realize how good it was. They didn't realize how fast it was. But let me tell you, it is both of those things. This surgery is only a few minutes long, guys. And like you're out you're out that day, but I mean like the next day, your life is like crystal clear 20/20 vision. So what are you waiting for? And the reason why I say that is the Filatowski Eye Institute is now offering free LASIK consultations. And what that means is this: if you've dealt with your eyesight being poor, glasses, contacts, when you go to the clinic, they're going to sit you down and kind of tell you where your eye health is right now, and then give you some solutions on how your eye health could be incredible, like 20/20 vision. That's what we're talking about here. So book your appointment today. It's easy. Just text 1041 to 868686. That way you can start your journey to better vision, and doing that with the Filatowski Eye Institute. They have all the experience you want, 65,000 plus LASIK procedures. They're one of the OGs in town for LASIK procedures, and they use the best state-of-the-art tech, which gets you the best results every time. They even have 24-month interest-free financing waiting for you right now. So just take that move, make that move, and text 1041 to 868686 and schedule your free LASIK consultation at the Filatowski Eye Institute. Your path to better vision begins right now.
Christmas music playing right now on Magic 107.7.
Rocking around the Christmas tree.
Magic 107.7.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart.
Orlando's Christmas
Jeff.
station.
I got a call that my wife Kitty was in a bad car accident and was airlifted to Shands Hospital. When I got there, she was in surgery for a brain injury. She's had a long recovery. We needed an attorney. Our close friends recommended Glenn Clausman. Glenn Clausman was available 24/7 to help. We've been blessed by my wife's recovery. The results from Glenn Klausman's efforts were way more than expected. He's more than an attorney for us. He's a friend. Call him at 407-917-1718, KLAUSMAN law.com, office Winter Park.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news, commercial and SBA loan rates are falling too. Get a quote to refinance your business loan today at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
So you want to be my client. You think you deserve fair compensation for your injuries. Well, you got to call me. Can't just keep listening forever. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
These times of massive inflation have people just like you strapped.
As far as my debt, I was drowning in debt. My balances were never going down. I was making payments every month. It was just draining every resource I had.
The Debt Management Group can help. In the first free call, they will explain all the relief programs you may qualify for to get you out of debt fast.
They saved me thousands of dollars, especially in interest. I would have never paid off this debt without their help.
I felt like it was a burden lifted off my shoulders. It felt amazing, and I felt like I could actually see a future for me and my kids.
The sooner you call, the faster you can get the relief you deserve. It's free information on all the debt relief programs you qualify for, plus guaranteed confidentiality. Call 800-933-3470. That's 800-933-3470. Call now to find out about the best debt forgiveness, consolidation, modification, and settlement programs available. 800-933-3470. That's 800-933-3470.
Jay, why is auto insurance so expensive? I need to get insured, but I need a better solution.
Vic, you should call Acceptance. Acceptance had better rates, better options, and better customer service than my previous company. Acceptance was just better. They did all the work comparing different plans and found me the best payment options that fit my budget.
Really? Do you have their number?
800-606-7049. 800-606-7049.
Why pay more? Acceptance Insurance has offices in your neighborhood, and one call to Acceptance could save you up to 30% on your car insurance. 800-606-7049. Let Acceptance work better for you. 800-606-7049. 800-606-7049. Acceptance Insurance. We shop, you save. Restrictions apply based on a Q1 2024 study of Acceptance Insurance customers who reported saving when they switched. License number L012994.
Proud to be a donation site for Toys for Tots.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Find out at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch. Yeah, at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Hey guys, I hope you guys are doing well. Happy birthday, Mr. Colbert.
Thank you.
Happy 70th birthday, I guess. No, I'm wrong. Actually, I'm making fun of you. It's 72, right? Thanks. Bye.
Mo.
Hope nothing happens to that car of yours, buddy.
Oh, damn.
All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show here on Real Radio 104.1. If you'd also like to leave a talk back and get your car scratched like hell and a hammer through the windshield, go to the iHeartRadio app, go to Real Radio,
you're scaring our guests.
and use that microphone to send your caustic S over to our show. That way I can napalm bomb your house, too.
I do enjoy when Jim goes full Jim when there's a guest in the studio.
I know.
Like she's horrified.
Oh my God,
I love it.
what am I doing here?
She's already leaned back like, oh, my God, can I get to my car?
She's like, I'm not asking this maniac for help. All right, welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Yeah.
Jack is here as well. Let's do Animal House.
Yeah.
She likes them fuzzy, furry, feathery. tough and scaly. It's time for Animal House with Deborah Roberts.
I'm going to have him apologize in just a moment. But first, I need to let you know that Animal House is brought to you generously by Glenn Klausman over at Klausman Law. We'll tell you how you can get in touch with that teddy bear of a man at the end of Animal House. But now, please join me in welcoming the program coordinator for the Seminole County Animal Services and one who's gratefully looking forward to your apology, Bree Burkett. Yay! Welcome back, Bree.
Thanks for having me.
Jimmy?
What? I'm not doing anything. She's perfectly fine. She hasn't threatened
She was scared.
She hasn't said anything about my age. I mean, she knows I'm like.
Oh, I work with bigger dogs. It's fine.
You can come back anytime you want.
How you doing today, man?
I'm good.
How's things? I think we've had you in once before.
Yep, one other time.
You know, your big event coming up this weekend.
Yes, our Paws and Claws event. It's going to be the second year we've held it, so we're pretty excited about it.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. Up there in Sanford this year?
Yeah, it's going to be in downtown Sanford over at the Riverwalk, Fort Mellon Park area.
Yeah. It's going to be beautiful weather too, by the way.
It is. And so what kind of pets are folks going to be able to come on Saturday at Paws and Claws and adopt?
Oh, there's going to be a wide variety. We're bringing at least 15 dogs, and then we're going to have quite a few cats available for adoption as well. We have 9 other rescues that are going to be coming and joining us that are all going to have pets with them as well, mostly dogs.
And that's what this is, right? It's a pet adoption event. That's the whole goal here today?
That's one of our main goals,
Yeah.
but it's really just a community event. We want to spread awareness of what we do for animal services as well as any other people in the community, because it's not just pets. We have other vendors coming out to the event. We'll have food trucks there. We have Santa Claus taking photos with pets as well, so it's going to be real fun.
So you can bring your pets.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we encourage it. We are also going to be doing rabies vaccines and microchipping as well on site.
Wow.
You know what? And bringing your pets is actually a really good idea, because if you do end up thinking about adopting an animal, you'll be able to check out their interaction right there on site.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to, go home with, clear conscience that everybody gets along.
Time out. This got serious. Hey, Bree.
Yes.
My cat needs his vaccine, a rabies vaccine. I can bring my cat down and get it done?
Absolutely. It's only $5.
Really?
Oh, Bree.
How about the kids?
You just spoke his love language.
Wait. Note to wife. Cancel that appointment.
Yeah.
Cancel the appointment.
You just saved $6,000 at the vet.
Yeah, we're doing $5 rabies vaccines and $5 microchipping.
Really?
And we'll scan, if your pet already has a microchip, we'll scan them. That way you can have their microchip number and make sure that all of their information is up to date.
Wow.
Now I have to bring the second cat because I'm pretty sure it has a chip, but I don't have the information with it.
Are all 3 chipped?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm hoping they run away.
Well, if they come back to us, we'll help you find
Yeah.
them.
Jack's got a pee cat he's super mad at right
I
now.
got one cat who pees on my couch.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
no.
need help.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I can help you with
They don't have a
that.
chip or a pill for that, though, do they?
No. But the thing I do love about this is that you invite how many other rescues that are going to be out there with you?
In total, we have 11 rescues, 9 of which I believe are bringing other pets available for adoption. But we have in total 47 vendors. That's including the rescues and everything going.
Damn, man.
Wow, that's a lot of work putting that
I was
together.
going to say, this is all on you?
Yeah, a lot of it. But I have a great team that's been helping me.
How long have you been over there with these guys?
I have worked for animal services for 9 years.
Really? What got you into it?
Honestly, I started volunteering there. I went to volunteer with a different organization and sat through their volunteer orientation. Was like, wait, I don't have to go to Petco and just clean cat cages. I can play with the dogs and cats. So I started working there, and the program coordinator at the time, who is now my equal, Diane, shout out. But she was like, hey, because at the time I worked at a bar, she was like, you need a real job, you need insurance, we have a job opening, come work for the county.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
so I've been there for about 9 years now. I moved from the kennel to the adoption coordinator, and for the last little over a year, I've been the program coordinator there.
Is this one of those things like when you hear people going into teaching, you're like, oh my God, man, why would you go into teaching? You don't get any respect from your students. The pay isn't the greatest and everything, but it's like that passion, that want to need to do that. Is that kind of what it was for you? The driving thing is just like you just have a passion for animals and
Oh
conservation?
yeah, I was willing to do it for free on my own time.
Yeah, don't tell people.
Yeah,
that.
you got to stop saying that.
right.
Take advantage of
We'll
it.
dump that for you. We'll dump
I
that
appreciate
for you.
that. I don't want them to know that I want to raise.
You do not want them to know.
Exactly.
You don't
I'm
want
worth a
them to-
lot, people.
Yeah. So, when you look at this as a whole, as the event, what's the most important part of it to you?
For me, finding the animals homes, because we have, especially right now, we have a huge need for adoptions.
Yeah.
we're not the only ones running into this issue. Shelters across the board. We're definitely overcrowded, so we're looking to get more adoptions done.
Yeah, we talked to Kathy from the Pet Alliance quite often. We know that ones out there in Lake County are struggling with that as well as
all of them.
All of them, they're kind of divvying up pets to each one so they can make sure that everybody's taken care of.
Bree, I always wanted to know what's the most common question or misperception that community members may have about a county's animal services, what you folks do, what you don't do.
Well, a lot of the time it's the pound in quotations. The mean dog catchers were out there with nets chasing dogs down, catching them. That's not really what we do. Our main goal is safety of the community. So we uphold ordinances. If there's missing pets, we'd like to get them off the street and house them.
Right.
Of course, there's only so much room we can have. We're utilizing offsite boarding to kind of help put that at ease at the moment.
Somebody just texted and said, "Can I trade in my a-hole dog for a new one that isn't an a-hole?"
Well, we'll have trainers at the event, so you can always speak to one of them, and maybe they can help you with that.
Now,
with the a-hole.
Yeah.
Hey, don't say that. God, there's two things you shouldn't say.
You just said it, dude.
I didn't say it.
You said
it. You said it a way it shouldn't have been said. You know it's not. We're trying to do some good here. Guy texts in and says, "Interested in adopting a pet, but do I have to pay for it because I've never rescued anything and paid for it?"
Our adoptions, personally, from Seminole County Animal Services on site are going to be sponsored for the day. As far as the other rescues go, I'm not sure what their adoption fees are going to be. And then all of our adoption fees at the shelter this month are going to be $5.
And not only that, you have to remember when you're adopting an animal from Seminole County Animal Services, or many of these other rescues, you're getting an animal that's received their vaccinations, they've been spayed or neutered, they've been microchipped. So you're getting much more than, hey, we found this little dog on the side of the street this morning. You want to take him home? Yeah. I mean, you're getting more value than that.
I got to tell you, we've had a number of them come through for Animal House over the last 6 years, and not one of them has been sketch. Not even close to being sketch. Actually, I would have probably taken about 4 of them home myself. The last one included. Just simply amazing.
Oh.
Now, will you have a multitude of breeds, like a lot of diversity out there for the cats and the dogs as well?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a variety. I went through the kennel today and kind of picked out some things. We're gonna take 15, but I have 30. That way, in case we adopt all of them out, I have some reserved to bring back to the shelter.
Yeah.
And then real quick, do you accept towels and blankets for donations?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's the other thing is, people are wondering if they can bring donations of any sort. Now, do you want to limit it to something so you guys don't have a bunch of stuff to take away that day as you're breaking down? Or
my suggestion would be, since it is in Sanford, if you do bring items to the event, we can bring them back with us. But if you wanted to donate with us, to bring them by the shelter's located in Sanford too.
Yeah,
it's off of 1792, right by the courthouse.
Yeah, it's not that far away from where you're having the event, so it's pretty easy there.
Yeah, that would be great because I know towels and blankets, you go through those
especially this time of year. It's chilly. We have recently had quite an influx of people donating blankets and towels and stuff, so we've been putting them up in storage, but we are always looking for those because we go through them so quickly, especially this time of year.
Yeah.
Everyone gets a blanket.
So, everybody gets a blanket. That's so sweet.
Okay, no charge for this event either, right?
No, it's a free event.
Wow,
food trucks.
All right, so let's go through this again. I want to make sure we have this right.
Shot.
We're here.
You need one.
Here with Bree Burkett. She's Seminole County Animal Services. Is it program director there?
Program coordinator, yep.
Program coordinator. It's Paws and Claws this Saturday, downtown Sanford at Fort Mellon Park, and in that area. You won't be able to miss it. It starts when?
It's from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
10 to 2. Okay, so right at the dead of the heart of the day.
Yep.
Very nice.
This Saturday.
No charge. There'll be plenty of pets to adopt if you want. Tons of vendors and stuff down there as well. Food trucks. Santa
Claus is going to be taking photos with pets, and we're not charging for that. We're just asking if you're willing to this time of year. There are suggested donations, but not necessary.
There you go.
That is so cool. Have you guys ever had your dogs take their photos with Santa?
No. Mm-mm.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, no, that's a good time.
No, you know what? Actually, I take that back. No, I don't. We never have. No, never have.
Well, you can have it done Saturday. And then lastly, Bree, where do folks go to get more information?
You can always check us out on our Facebook or our Instagram. It's Seminole County Pets, or always go to SeminoleCountyPets.com.
Okay, good. And then I'm also going to be posting the Animal House podcast. So just in case anybody missed all of your great information, they'll be able to download the free iHeartRadio app and get the Animal House podcast there. Bree, thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks
we appreciate
so much
it.
for having me.
Much success for Saturday.
Yay!
Thank you so much.
$5 rabies shot.
Rabies shot.
Rabies shot.
All right, for us.
And as always, Animal House is brought to you by Glenn Klausman over at Klausman Law. If you've been in a car, truck, motorcycle accident, even a slip and fall, here's just a couple of reasons why you need to call Glenn. First and foremost, he's not going to pass your case off to a caseworker. He's going to personally handle your case, so much so, he's going to give you his personal cell phone number and then pick it up when you call. That's just a couple of reasons why year after year he's voted super lawyer and legal elite. He's an animal lover and a true friend of the show. So again, if you've been in an accident, give him a call, 407-917-1718, or check him out online at klausmanlaw.com. That's KLAUSMAN law.com.
Thank you. We appreciate that very much. Bree, again, thanks. We wish you the very best. 10 to 2 this Saturday at Fort Mellon Park in Sanford. It is Paws and Claws. That's KLAUS.
That's CLAUS.
Yeah, I'm joking. Come on, my God. All right. Thanks again, Bree. We appreciate it. All right. 407-916-1041. Stay put. Scott Maxwell's next.
Real radio. It is.
Monsters in the morning.
You gotta get it that caper, and the caper's basically like a telephone pole, right? And you gotta get that thing straight up. And you get it straight up and get your fingers under it. I know I can lift it, but I just can't get it
wrong with you describing this right.
The Monsters in the morning.
Real radio 104.1.
From the Klausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Klausman Law. KlausmanLaw.com.
Still looking at heavy traffic on I-4, mostly as you travel westbound on the interstate between the Beach Line and 535 and between US 192 and the 429. Traffic still moving well for those who need to take the 408 east or westbound. No major delays to report on Florida's Turnpike. If you see traffic problems, make sure to call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage has amazing deals on the holidays' most fun gifts, all for under $15. Get low prices every day on unique finds before they're gone. In-store only at Macy's Backstage today. Find a location near you at macysbackstage.com. Off price, on trend, arriving daily.
Guys, entertaining in your backyard this holiday season is easy with help from our friends over at Tools Ace Hardware. These guys have grills and smokers from Big Green Egg, Traeger, Weber, Napoleon, or maybe get a griddle to cook your family breakfast, or maybe even a pizza oven for personal pizza night. A blast, by the way. And those pizza ovens are awesome for cooking steaks and other stuff as well. But Tools Ace also has Polywood outdoor furniture available, and that includes dining sets and Adirondack chairs. This stuff is beautiful, indestructible, will not fade in the Florida sun. But don't forget, as it gets cooler, you want to make sure everybody can stay nice and warm. Do that with a fire pit or firewood, patio heaters, or propane when that temperature drops. Get it all assembled and delivered to your home for free when you spend $3.99 or more on grills or patio furniture. Just visit one of their 13 Central Florida locations, or you can shop online at acehardware.com. It's Tools Ace, your backyard place.
Just Call Mo says drive responsibly this holiday season, but if you're injured, just call Mo.com.
Hey, it's Sisney. And for the past 6 years, look, I've been either pregnant or in postpartum. But before that, I was diagnosed with PCOS. And if you know, you know. I mean, my battle with weight loss has been just that, a battle. And I'll admit, I didn't really want to necessarily share this journey with you, but the benefits and the positive change that I've seen in myself are just too good to gatekeep. Feeling good is most important when it comes to losing weight. And now you get to utilize science. That's why I'm so grateful for Future Health. They give millions of people affordable access to weight loss meds for less than $3 a day. Just take their quick 3-minute survey. From there, if approved by a clinician, you'll get prescribed and get the meds delivered to your door within 24 hours. You'll also have access to qualified doctors that know GLP-1s, plus the support from over 6,000 physicians and licensed pharmacies nationwide. Find out if weight loss meds are right for you in just 3 minutes at tryfh.com. That's tryfh.com. Again, that's tryfh.com. Future Health is not a healthcare services provider. Meds are prescribed at provider's discretion. Results may vary. Sponsored by Future Health.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, Premier Men's Medical Center will get your sex life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Premier Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Premier Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your sex life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 407-337-5569. 407-337-5569. To regain your sex life in just one visit, call now. 407-337-5569.
So this new dose is, well, nope, that's not it. The price is nowhere to be found.
Mr. Green? Hi, it's all good. We've got this.
This is not just help from a Walgreens pharmacist.
Oh, new prescriptions. Cool. Let me check to see if these are the lowest cost options covered by your Medicare plan.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
This is someone supporting you every step of the way. Chat with a pharmacist today to find help saving. This is the human kind of help. Walgreens.
This holiday season, before you pull the trigger on a gaming PC, go to Lenovo.com first. Get the best prices on the Lenovo you want, like the Legion Pro 5 gaming laptop. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I've got a leaking...
To leave us a testimonial saying how happy you are with our service, press 1.
But you haven't even...
For all other inquiries, please hang up.
Wait, what?
Hang up and call Frank Gay. We're busy watching the game.
You know what? I think I will. When you have a leak, you need solutions on your schedule. A helpful expert who can find the problem and fix it fast.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
I didn't think I'd have a reason to call into the show today, but happy birthday, Jimmy. Afternoon, everybody. Hope you have a good day today, Jimmy, and I hope you have a fun time tonight at trivia. One last thing, Jimmy. Talk every day. Around the corner, Jim is gay. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye, Maine 420.
What is this new on gay thing that he's got going?
I don't know.
Does he know something I don't? All right, 407-916-1041.
You're gay for our next guest.
Text us at 77031.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, sure, I guess, if you want to say that. All right, welcome back. I am
He
Jim.
just blushed and went like, oh, gosh.
There's Deb.
Hi.
Jack is here as well.
If our next guest had $1 for every time I told him they wish he was gay, he'd be a rich man.
Oh, yeah? Oh, very good.
Yeah.
All right. Appearing in his brand new time, he writes for the Orlando Sentinel Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. You can read his articles. You guys give it up good and loud for our buddy Scott Maxwell.
Yay!
On X, it's Scott_Maxwell. What's up, buddy?
I think a more accurate statement, Jack, would be if I had $1 for every time somebody thought I was gay.
There you go.
In fact, I don't know if I've ever shared this with you before, but when my now wife, told her mother when we were dating she was going to marry me, her mother, my mother-in-law, God rest her soul, said, "Not the one who sings a cappella."
Oh no! Oh no! I had no idea that was a tell.
Oh yeah, it's a tell.
It was one of the awards, and I don't know if it was one of the publications who did those annual awards is the Central Floridian you most wish was gay. It might have been, Watermark.
Probably Watermark or Tabula Rasa back in the day or whatever it was.
And Scott would always be a winner.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Well, I think part of the thing that hurt me or helped me, depending on how you look at it, was it may have been the weekly. And if you all remember Billy Maines.
Yeah, Billy Maines.
That might have been it.
He hated my guts.
He
hated me.
He was a big fan of Savannah's, as you know. They were besties. But somewhere along the way, he thought we should be dating, and I repeatedly explained to Billy I was married, and he decided that wouldn't get in his way. And for about 5 years, he would write about me and just casually refer to me as his husband.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I did not get that treatment. It was way different for me.
Jimmy was his ex.
It was way different for me. For some reason, he did not care for me. I don't know what I ever did to him, but he was mad.
Well, I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. That's fine.
Could have been your whole on-air persona.
Yeah, it could be that. God rest his soul, though. So what's happening, buddy? How's things? How was your everything going all right? You had a good week?
Yeah, and happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Are you doing something big to celebrate?
I was going out with the fam, going out to play some trivia tonight and hang out. Nothing big.
From what I know about spending time with you in bar competitions, you take that seriously.
Yeah, we like to win. Man, we have a we have a good base of knowledge. You know, when you have a trivia team, it's important to have somebody that can do maybe sports, someone that is good at politics or world topics, somebody that's good at pop culture, music, things of that nature. And we would build a team and do that. We have that in our team tonight. So I think we're going to be solid.
Well, I'm going to give you a helpful hint. For our cruise, for our Thanksgiving, we were on a cruise with my daughter and her boyfriend, and we did a trivia, and we did pretty well. I think the winning team had 17. We had 15 points, but there was one question that I don't think anybody in the bar got right. And so I'm going to give this to you in case it ever gets asked to you.
Okay.
What is the national animal of Scotland?
Is it did everybody say haggis? But that's not an animal. It's a dish.
Here is the tip that the trivia host said. You either know it or you don't. If you think you're having to think about it, you do not know it and you never have. Because once you know it, you'll never forget.
Lion?
Wolverine.
Penguin.
Well, Deb's now getting in the ballpark.
Badger.
Ferret.
Hedgehog.
Badger.
No, I should.
Prairie dog.
Sugar badger.
It's
Walrus.
Apparently a unicorn.
Oh, get out of here.
Oh, yeah, it is. He's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
That's so Scotland.
Yeah, nobody knew that one, and it was giving me steam in my clams.
All right, there you go. Very good.
And you don't want his clam steam.
So, I mean, I know that you've been clam steaming all day. I read your piece today. Is that what you want to talk about today?
Oh, my friend Pam Bondi. Yeah,
Yeah.
we can just in general. We have more every time we talk. There's another couple of Floridians.
Yeah.
I think the one that's talking. Excuse me, I'm babbling. Another couple of Floridians heading up to Trump's cabinet, possibly. And I'm sure you've already discussed the one that came out today, possibly being Ron DeSantis.
Yes.
I have a couple of thoughts on that, but I bet you do too.
Well, to be honest with you, for me, when you look at the baggage that Hexeth has, I think, anybody other than that would be, a step up. DeSantis has military experience. He seems to be pretty respected, a former attorney. I think he looks like he probably get confirmed. Do you have other thoughts?
No, I think all of that makes perfect sense. What I think is the fly in the ointment is that Donald Trump hates Ron DeSantis.
Does not like him, right? Yeah.
Does not like him. So one of my coworkers actually threw out two theories that I find pretty darn good. One is that, and you have to remember, the woman who's Donald Trump's chief of staff, Susie Wiles, very well respected, very smart, ran Ron DeSantis's campaign, is really, I would think a lot of people would say, responsible for Ron DeSantis first winning. And then he tossed her to the curb.
Right. Yeah.
And she has never liked him ever since. Sort of been on a mission to destroy him. So one of the two theories says that this is all just another effort to just humiliate Ron DeSantis, to throw him out there. Or this is about trading, because as you may know, Donald Trump wants his daughter to be the next U.S. senator, his daughter-in-law, to be the next U.S. senator, and Ron DeSantis is the guy who gets to appoint them.
I never thought about that angle. That's very interesting. But the other thing that came up today is, people believe that if someone that is now caught, in the Trump circle, who possibly talked some smack about him in the past, is going to keep that from happening. That's not the case, because they have some stuff that Hexeth said in 2015 and 16 about Donald Trump that was really not savory at all. I mean, not nice at all about him. I mean, really, but we've seen this with Trump. We've seen, him, raise people up who have taken a lot of shots at him. Lindsey Graham, for one, is one that he continually kind of gets his back, and that's kind of those weird things, because, Lindsey has had some really odd stuff to say about Trump. So I don't know if that would stop it. Hexeth says today he's not pulling his name. There's no indication from the Trump camp that he's going to pull his name. All we hear is that DeSantis possibly moved up the ladder because of all the drama that's happening, and because of already what's happened with Gates, that they just kind of want to avoid that as much as possible. It looks like Hexeth may have some trouble with getting some confirmation from even a few Republicans, so don't know.
Yeah, one thing I also always remember is that nobody is more eager to float a positive rumor about Ron DeSantis than Ron DeSantis. So I don't put it beyond him or his team to sort of float out there that this is going on. But you're right. I don't think. I don't know if it's let bygones be bygones. It's more like bygones are bygones as soon as you tell Donald Trump and the rest of the world that he walks on water, and then all is forgiven. I think it would be a step up. I think Hegseth is a mess.
He is a mess. And when you hear the stuff about what he did with those vet organizations, that's the stuff that really is kind of scary. Where he just doesn't really seem to have a grasp on how to run a business. He just seems to be kind of a party boy who has been anointed in some way, shape, or form. The funny thing is, going back to DeSantis, I find that study quite interesting, Scott. From the minute he threw his hat into the ring to be a presidential candidate, I find his political track from that point on extremely interesting. This guy really has painted himself into a really unique position in the Republican Party, where at one point he was, one of the up and coming, Robin to Batman kind of guys. But the minute that he decided to run against Trump, he lost all of that juice. Everybody kind of bailed on him, and now he's kind of a weird outlier. He is a MAGA Republican. There's no question, but for some reason, that group of people will not forget that he went up against Trump, even though Trump humiliated him. It doesn't seem to be enough, and he has found himself in a weird political purgatory these days.
And I think this could be a way back. I think he would be looking at it as a way back in. DeSantis would be, because, like you say, he's on the outs of the party, and just numerically, he's gone in 2 years.
Yeah,
I mean, he can't run again for governor. There's no lane for him to run again for president, at least right now. But this could rehabilitate some of that and endear him. And frankly, he's not, as we've discussed before, he's not a personable guy. He's not a political guy. But you can have a position like the, defense secretary and not be warm and fuzzy.
Yeah, it's not really expected for you there. So you can have that cold, calculated kind of mentality, and it actually almost plays there, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, let's talk about Bondi.
Yes, so this one is interesting because most of the politicians I write about or that appear on a national level, I'm writing about as any other journalist would. But I actually know Pam Bondi. I know Pam Bondi pretty well, and I would say that my history with her goes back to when she was first running way back in 2010, and I liked her. She was the outside Republican. The far right wingers didn't like her. They didn't like that she'd been divorced. They were running ads about that. And I wrote a few things that basically said, give her a chance. And then when she was in the throes of her campaign and eager to try to make a name for herself, Geraldo invited her to come on his national TV program. And basically, he was doing a story about a string of wrongful convictions in Florida. And I'll spare you all the details, but the bottom line is there was this really bogus dog handling expert who was revealed to have concocted all sorts of lies to help convict people. I think actually your station has had one of them on the air several times. Bill Dillon was a guy out of Brevard County who was behind bars for, I think, 27 years because this dog handler said his dog proved that he was the killer. DNA evidence later showed that he absolutely did not. He was innocent. He was exonerated, not just had his conviction overturned. The state said, oh, we're really sorry, gave him $1 million, all that kind of stuff. But he was one of three. And so Geraldo, and there were about 40 other people that had been convicted by this dog handler. So Geraldo was doing this story, and he said, Pam Bondi, you're running for attorney general. If you'd like to commit to, reopening these cases, I'd love to have you on the show tonight. And we can talk about justice. And Pam said, of course, I'd love to do that. Only Pam's problem was she didn't know squat about those dog cases. She was willing to say what she needed to get on TV. So she called me. My wife and I were, I remember we were driving on our way to an event, and she basically said, can you brief me on these cases so that I can go on Fox News tonight and vow to right these wrongs?
So she asked a journalist for a newspaper to brief her, the Attorney General of the state of Florida, on a case that she should be handling.
She was running.
Well, no, at that point,
running. Okay,
that was the point. She was running. She needed this stuff. Yeah. And I was not necessarily interested in helping Pam Bondi win, but I'd been writing about this for about 7 years. In fact, Barry Scheck, who's on the Innocence Project on that show that night, said there's a journalist in Florida, Scott Maxwell, has been writing about that, and Pam Bondi knew that. So I was willing to talk to anybody, who was in a position of power about why these cases were rotten. I helped her out. She goes on TV. She promises Geraldo. She promises Barry Scheck. She promises me that if she gets in office, she is going to reopen these cases. She got elected and did not do any of that. Never did a one. 40-some cases or something. Never. Once she got elected, she didn't do any of those. And that was just sort of the beginning of what I saw to be what I would call problematic. The next big thing was there was a bunch of foreclosure fraud cases, you may remember, after the mortgage meltdown.
Oh my God, yeah. A couple, yes.
Yeah, they were taking people's houses, sometimes absolutely incorrectly. And there were 2 foreclosure fraud investigators in Pam Bondi's office after she won that were sort of the ball busters of America. They got national awards, national recognitions, record settlements on behalf of homeowners. When a mortgage company tried to fraudulently take their house, they said, no, you owe, not only are you not going to take their house, you owe them $2 million for trying to do it. And then the mortgage company started complaining about these ball buster investigators, these 2 women, and Pam Bondi fired them. And it took me and another couple reporters, I don't know, weeks or months, but we got all the records. Pam Bondi had given these 2 investigators stellar, top-notch, A+ job review performances about 2 weeks before she fired.
And she fired them. Didn't she fire them because it wasn't the claim that they weren't doing their jobs properly or they weren't effective enough at their jobs or whatever?
They weren't effective, and someone in their office, who now happens to be the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, said they didn't like the way they treated the fraudulent mortgage companies. They thought they were rude to them. So there was that, and then there was a really weird one. I'm sure Deb remembers that she made national news for when she was all about executing everybody. We're going to kill everybody as fast as we can. And then out of nowhere, this execution that had been slated for like 30 years, the family had been waiting on, all of a sudden gets postponed at the last minute. And everybody's sort of like, what the hell? The family's been waiting decades to go. Turns out Pam Bondi forgot she had scheduled a fundraiser for herself that night. And she sends a note to Rick Scott saying, can we postpone? And the family ends up being like, well, I guess we've only waited 24 years.
We can wait another day and a half, I guess.
No, I think it was another few months. But that didn't make her look particularly good. And then the story that I wrote the most about involved Donald Trump. And that is because
this is Trump University.
We had written about Trump. This was back when Donald Trump was not Donald Trump, the politician. This was Donald Trump, the host of The Apprentice. And he ran this thing that, as you mentioned, was called Trump University. It's a university in the same way, 7-Eleven is a calculus instruction class. It's not a university. It was a get rich quick kind of thing.
What?
And the bottom line is that citizens in 2 states where it really operated, Florida and New York, filed complaints saying we got scammed. In New York, the AG went after Trump University and got $25 million in settlements for those citizens. In Florida, where Pam Bondi was Attorney General, she did absolutely nothing, and citizens here got nothing. And we already knew that, but then I discovered Donald Trump and the Trump Foundation had given her $25,000. And they cut the check to her just 2 days after she had publicly said they were reviewing the complaints. Yeah. Now, you don't have to know much about prosecutors to know that prosecutors should not be taking money from someone they have an open investigation into, no matter who they are.
Matter of fact, wasn't that donation also deemed illegal, and he had to wind up getting he got fined for it, or they got fined for it?
You're absolutely correct. It was actually cut from the Trump Foundation, which is a charity, and nonprofits are not allowed to make political donations. So that $25,000 he had to pay a fine of about $3,000 for. They ended up shutting down the Trump Foundation after that. But that was a bad look. And I think if you look back at this, you can see there are people, in my estimation, in Florida who suffered because of it, because we did not have an attorney general who went after accusations of fraud and who instead took $25,000 in campaign money for it. So put it all together. This is why Donald Trump likes Pam Bondi. And this is why I believe corporate America is really happy to see her as a nominee, because she has proven herself to be quite transactional in my estimation. And really, every time there was a battle of David versus Goliath, she was on Team Goliath, saying, forget the little guy, we're going to side with the big ones. Now, compared to Matt Gaetz, as I wrote in my column, she's Clarence freaking Darrow.
Yeah.
There's no doubt. And in fact, I don't think there'd necessarily be anybody who'd be better than her that's in Trump's orbit. I mean, he's going to put who he wants to put in there. But I think Americans should realize what her track record was here, and it was really transactional. Now, I will say she did a few decent things. She did some good things on human trafficking.
Also, she shut down the pill mills, too.
Yeah, the opiate
Yes,
crisis.
I would argue belatedly. I mean, Florida was sort of known as the national hub for that. But yes, she did ultimately do the pill mills. And another thing she did that was decent was she helped secure the BP settlement on the horizon. It was like $2 or $3 billion. It was a lot of money.
Right.
But for the transactional things, when it was little folks that were getting screwed, she was often nowhere to be found in my estimation.
Well, the piece was good. I also read, is it Pam Beal? Her piece, Pat Beal, Pat Beal's piece on Pam Bondi as well, and that's the one thing she said. She goes, if you name 5 things about Pam Bondi, I wouldn't find that I agreed with. I'd have 5 fingers left. But she did give her accolades for the pill mill shutdowns for sure.
Yeah, she did. And like I said, Florida was really slow. I think we talked about that before. If you watched all those Netflix and Hulu movies that came out with Michael Keaton and the rest of them, one thing they all had in common was that every time some pill addict got stuck and couldn't get their pills anymore in West Virginia or Maine, they all trekked down to Florida because Florida was really slow on that. And Florida also gave some sweetheart deals to some doctors who had done those things. But ultimately, yes, she got it done.
Did you hear at the height of that how often in South Florida one of those pill mill places was opening? Did you see that in her piece? At the height of the opioid thing here in Central Florida, when the pill mill thing was going on, in South Florida, there was a new store opening every 72 hours.
What's amazing is that it was a traffic crash that killed, I think, like a family of 4 or 5 who had traveled to South Florida from, I believe, like West Virginia.
Or Kentucky, one of those. There was like a caravan going back and forth.
Exactly. That's kind of what helped break open just how many people were traveling to South Florida to get their prescriptions filled.
And this is one of the crazier stories I remember, and I believe this was one of Bondi's, or at least FDLE investigators. They finally went undercover to some of these. And I don't know if you remember, the big thing back then with Purdue Pharma was a pain chart. They'd hold up a pain chart, say 1 to 5. Where do you think you feel? And then if you get 4 or 5, they had undercover agents who would go in there and the doctor would say, on a scale of 1 to 5, where's your pain? And they would go 0. And they'd go, okay, here's the 3-month prescription for Oxycontin.
Right, exactly. The place I used to work out had one of these pill mills like 4 doors down. It was a strip center over in Altamont. And I remember at the height of it, we would come out of our workouts. It'd be like 12:30 in the afternoon, and there would be 50 people in that parking lot just milling about, waiting to go in and get their junk. And I mean, it was a sketchy scenario there for a few minutes, man. It was pretty crazy. You'd walk out there to be like that one street in Philadelphia, that Kensington or whatever it is in Philadelphia, where it's just like a bunch of zombies. That's what it looked like.
Pharmaceutical.
Yeah, because half of them were in there. Yeah. Half of them were getting their pills, and the other half in the parking lot were the ones that were going to take the other half of the pills and go sell them on the street.
Right, exactly. All right.
Yeah.
You guys give it up good enough for Scott Maxwell.
Yay!
Wednesdays, Thursdays, Sundays. You can always find him online on X at Scott_Maxwell. Have a great weekend, buddy. We'll see you soon.
Talk to you soon.
You
Thanks,
got it, buddy. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Saw a movie trailer this weekend, and I cannot wait to see this film. I'll tell you what it is next.
You text us at 77031 and we say it on the air. Sometimes. We might even give you credit. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. And this morning, we are starting off on the cold side. In fact, today is a Fox 35 weather impact day. You'll need your jacket as you head out, and the kids will need it at the bus stop. But we're going to warm up, shaking off this chill this afternoon with sunshine and a high of 67 degrees. A warm up as we head into the weekend with 70s making a return and eventually low 80s for next week. As far as rainfall goes, there's nothing significant in the forecast. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Shop Black Friday deals now at Lowe's. Get up to 50% off select major appliances, plus take an additional 10% off when you buy other select major appliances. Valid through 12/4, cannot be combined with additional discounts. See Lowe's.com for details and qualifying items. While supplies last, selection varies.
Give your home a gift for the holidays by upgrading your old windows and doors with the latest designs from Renewal by Andersen. Renewal by Andersen's Acclaim windows and doors offer excellent insulation, reducing energy loss and helping to lower your utility bills while maintaining a comfortable indoor temperature year-round. Plus, they offer peace of mind. With Acclaim Impact Windows and Doors, you're investing in a product that not only enhances your home's beauty, but also significantly boosts its safety and value. Here's what Joni had to say. Great workers and beautiful job. Love it. All the employees are wonderful. Thank you all. For December, Renewal by Andersen is offering buy one, get one 40% off replacement windows and patio doors, plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 18 months. Bonus free True Screen upgrade for the first 50 customers. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. License number CGC 1527613.
Planning holiday get-togethers means making tough, last-minute decisions. But preparing the perfect meal shouldn't be one of them. So let the Fresh from Florida Club help. Members can browse hundreds of recipes, from sweet corn and sausage stuffing to Florida spiny lobster bisque, each with local, in-season ingredients to create and save holiday menus ahead of time. Visit freshfromflorida.com and join the free Fresh from Florida Club. It could be the easiest decision you'll make all year.
iHeartRadio is your #1 app for the holidays. Just open the app and search Holiday and start listening to Magic 107.7, plus all kinds of other holiday stations, playlists, and podcasts. iHeartRadio, free, never sounded so good.
You wouldn't know it, but most financial advisors are put in a box. I'm Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I want to provide you a little insight about financial advisors. Most financial advisors have to sell what their company requires them to sell, and many advisors have to only adhere to what's called a suitability standard. A suitability standard is a limited standard of care, not requiring what's sold to be best, just suitable. Advisors with this loose standard often have limited investment and product selection. Trajan Wealth is held to a fiduciary standard, which is the highest standard of care in the advisory business. And that's just one of the many reasons we have billions of dollars under our care and attract clients from other advisors. Raise your standards today and call Trajan Wealth. 407-213-0000. That's 407-213-0000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Listen up, peeps out there. If you have plans to sell your home for any reason out there, you got to take a few minutes and learn about the Nickley Group before you make a move. These guys are really changing the real estate game. Stress-free, innovative real estate solutions for home sellers and buyers. And do not believe the news that the market is softening. Homes in this area are selling for record prices still. And if you're considering selling your home for any reason, any at all, downsizing, relocating, maybe you just need a bigger house because your family's getting bigger, you got to contact the guys at the Nickley Group. Not only does the Nickley Group sell homes on an average for 6% more, they're going to sell them twice as fast as well. You could get your home valued instantly. You could get a guaranteed cash offer right now if you'd like, or just list your home. Do that today at thenickley.com. You can Google them. 3,000 five-star reviews. They're good at what they do. And if you're longing for that next level real estate experience, which includes a lot of stuff, mortgage services, moving assistance, elite marketing, a team of experienced realtors, and much more, it is simple. It's thenickley.com. That's N-I-C-K-L-E-Y group.com.
You've got so many chances to win big on Hard Rock Bet. Even a small bet can bring in that serious cash. All you need is $1 and a dream.
Unbelievable. They've hit the parlay. Let's go!
Big payouts for every kind of player.
Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Get up to $100 back if your first bet doesn't win. Payable and bonus bet up to $100, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Ever have one of those days where your gut just feels blah?
Ugh, yes.
Occasional bloating or gas could be signs that your gut is out of balance, but Align Probiotic can help. Align 24/7 Digestive Support is a daily use probiotic with a unique strain to help relieve occasional digestive issues. It's the #1 doctor-recommended brand. So when you feel the signs, it's time to try Align. Align Probiotic. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Divorce? Call Trinley and Kramer, TK Law, onefirmforlife.com.
We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
Jim, did you start using your senior citizen discount coupons? If not, I'm sure Jack can use them next year.
That's right, because you're older.
Hello there. Happy birthday, Jim.
Thank you.
For your birthday, I would like to get you that Jack doesn't give you the buzzer the rest of the day. I know that probably won't work. In fact, you'll probably give me a buzzer for this.
Just did it.
But that's my present to you. If he'll do it, no matter what you say. Of course, it might mean double buzzers tomorrow to make up for it. But whatever. All right, happy birthday.
Thank you.
The problem with Pam Bondi is she's too wishy-washy on the Second Amendment. She supported Rick Scott in his red flag law, and it's kind of scary when you have a Republican that should be a hard charger constitutionalist is wishy-washy on one of the most important amendments of the Constitution. Just my take on it, and a whole bunch of other people.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show here on Real Radio. I am Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yeah. Birthday. You're old.
This guy's loving it. Big thanks to my good friends over at the Nickley Group. They just dropped by for a little surprise.
That was cool. Oh, what was the surprise?
I don't even know. I haven't looked at the picture. I was out there talking to them. I know that we're meeting with them next week, and Tom and the crew over there are just some of the most wonderful people. They really are. They really are. It's hard to explain when you get a group of people and you walk in, and it's not just a bunch of suits who are looking at you and they're like, we got a real plan and you're getting pie charts and stuff. These guys are like, look, man, we want to help real people find real deals on real estate. And I'm like, that's what I'm all about. They're regular people, and they dropped by today and give me a nice little gift and a little cake, and it's very sweet of them. Aww. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. And you other clients need to step it up.
they reach out, and Liz, our sales rep, she reached out, hey, they want to come by and trying to pick the perfect time. I'm like, and they want to bring a cake. I'm like, oh boy. And then we got here, and Allie, our friend in sales, had a birthday yesterday, so they had cake. They're like, you want cake? It's like, no. Then we had cake for Jim.
Oh, yeah,
Now Jim has another cake.
God almighty, cake.
Oh, so much cake.
Like a Rihanna tune. Leon Mills texted me this morning. Leon's like, hey, happy birthday.
There you go.
It's like John Wayne saying it to you. All right, 407-916-1041. So the movie that I can't wait to see. Have you guys seen the new trailer?
Wicked? Yeah,
no.
It's pretty good. You'll like it.
No.
Trailer. Oh, yes. It's for,
it's weird to have this movie coming out this time of year.
Minecraft.
Seems like it should have just come out a little bit ago.
Oh, Halloween.
Insipid, Nurse, I don't know.
Nosferatu.
Oh.
It's the new version of Nosferatu, and let me tell you something. It looks completely insane.
All right.
Oh my God almighty. You have to go look at the trailer for this new version of Nosferatu. It looks bananas. I cannot wait. I can't wait. It looks horrifying. Right what you want in Christmas. I mean, exactly what you want. Did you guys see the footage of the Krampus parade the other day in Norway?
No.
That's another horrifying moment. Like I don't know where they get these Norwegians. I guess they just grow them out in the forest. But everybody is 6'8" and 270, and they're wearing what looks to be. Imagine if you just hollowed out a buffalo and then made it evil, like a crack meth buffalo, and they're walking inside these costumes, and they look like Krampus is that evil looking, like a devil beast looking thing, right?
It's so funny. The first story I click on, Archdiocese of San Antonio concerned about upcoming Krampus parade. The Catholic Church has been trying to stop Krampus celebrations for centuries.
And you look at that Krampus parade, and it is, again, man, you're like, if you're like 8, 9 years old and you don't know what the Krampus parade is and that thing comes down the road at you, you're running and you're not sleeping for a while.
Well, isn't that what they use to, that's what bad children get that come at night. It's not Santa. They get Krampus.
But, Dad, like a street of them, and they're all gigantic and they all look more ominous and destructive than the next. It is. Like that is not the bright and shiny New York Christmas that I'm, used to seeing this time of year.
Should I have bought you a teddy bear for your birthday?
I'll be fine. Show me where it hurt you.
Where did the Krampus touch you?
Show me where it hurt you.
Where did the Krampus touch you?
Where did the Krampus get you?
Yeah, exactly.
Did it get you right in the Krampus?
Ow.
Oh, did it cramp ass?
No.
Did he cramp your ass? All right, 407-916-1041. I haven't been sleeping well, can you tell?
If it wasn't the pre-show naps, it's
Oh my God Almighty!
Listen,
I snored myself awake twice today.
I keep trying to figure out how to snag video, but
you just when I nod out, eventually it's going to happen. I snore myself awake like I'm going to die.
At least twice today.
It would be apropos if I died of sleep apnea in this studio.
No, it would not.
Just straight up.
Yeah, thanks. I don't.
More for us to clean up.
It's just like, and then it's just. It's just like, just solid line. Everybody's gone. All right, 407-916-1041. Coca-Cola is getting slammed. I mentioned this in the promo. Absolutely slammed. And I'll tell you why next. I got to tell you why I think they should get slammed. And I will tell you what that is right after this.
Real Radio wants to give you the ultimate welcome to Rockville experience. Head to realradio.fm/Rockville for details.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center, best holiday selection, lowest prices.
Traffic is moving slowly on I-4 this afternoon in the Orlando area, east and westbound, all the way from the Beachline exit down towards US 27. Traffic is up to speed, though, for those who need to take the Beachline or the Greenway today. Still looking at a good ride as well on the 408. If you run into traffic problems, just make sure to call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Check engine light, oh so bright? Drive into Valvoline Instant Oil Change and get a quality oil change that's quick but never rushed. Go to VIOC.com to save up to $15 off. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your go-to oil change for holiday travel.
This holiday season, send the gift of Wawa near or far with a digital gift card. It's easy. Just visit Wawa.com. Pick a festive card design and write your message. Have your Wawa gift card show up in their inbox instantly or schedule it to arrive at the right moment. Head to Wawa.com for digital gift cards today and give the gift of Wawa. Happy gifting and happy holidays. Gotta have a Wawa.
That mortgage guy, Don, also does commercial and SBA, Small Business Administration loans, too. And if you have an existing SBA loan with a rate of 9% or more, then you're in luck. That mortgage guy, Don, can refinance your qualified high-interest SBA loan to a low fixed rate of 8.25%. Want to buy a business or franchise? That mortgage guy, Don, has your back and has over 50 sources for your SBA and business loans of all sizes. Get a quote with no hard credit inquiry. So don't miss the boat. Compare your quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Christmas music playing right now on Magic 107.7.
Feliz Navidad.
Magic 107.7.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Orlando's Christmas station.
You've heard of a pro tip. Here's a mo tip. After an accident, the insurance company may make you a quick offer to go away. They may also be offering you pennies on the dollar. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
Nothing says I love you like the gift of diamonds. A diamond pendant, a diamond anniversary band, a pair of diamond earrings. And around here, the holiday diamond destination is International Diamond Center. With our decades of experience, worldwide connections, and our legendary value, IDC is here to help make this Christmas the most unforgettable ever. Our showcases are filled with exquisite diamond rings, earrings, pendants, bracelets, bands. Can't miss gifts with lasting value and beauty. From elegant diamond stud earrings to stunning new creations from our exclusive world-class designers. And now through the end of December, you can enjoy 5 years, zero-interest financing on any holiday purchase. Also, if you're planning an engagement this holiday season, this special finance offer includes all our designer engagement rings. Say I love you louder than ever this holiday with the gift of diamonds from International Diamond Center. Get holiday store hours, directions, and more at shopidc.com.
I'm Keith, founder and owner of International Diamond Center. Merry Christmas from our family to yours.
Altamont Springs, Waterford, and Millennium Mall.
Paid for by government.com.
The 1878 to 1921 Morgan Silver Dollar, a true American classic and one of the most iconic silver dollar coins in history. It's been 100 years since the last Morgan Silver Dollar coin was struck for circulation, and now, for a limited time only, full pound bags of original U.S. government struck Morgan dollars are being released to the public. That's right, you can own a full pound of 1878 to 1921 classic American Morgan Silver Dollar coins, all in very good collector condition with fully visible dates and mint marks, guaranteed. Call 1-800-973-9819 now to secure collector grade U.S. Morgan Silver dollars by the pound, struck during the Wild West and the Gilded Age. Plus, receive a bonus American Collector's Pack valued at over $25, free with every order. Call 1-800-973-9819 now to secure your full pound bag of Morgan Silver Dollar coins before they are gone. 1-800-973-9819. That's 1-800-973-9819.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In office, Orlando.
Spread the word, new drinks at Wawa. It's not around long, it's a limited offer. Peppermint bar sugar cookie.
The holidays are here, and so are Wawa's holiday beverages. Try the new caramel sugar cookie iced latte or peppermint mocha while the season lasts. Gotta have a Wawa.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisor. Visit TrajanWealth.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, Jim Colbert. You're the best thing since Jim Phillips.
Okay.
I hope you have a happy day.
Thank you.
Hello, Jim Colbert crew. It's Sarah. Hey, Jim, happy freaking birthday. You're like kind of old, and I hate to say it, but my dad's a little old, and you're his exact age, so you could be my dad, and that's kind of weird, but just want to throw it out there.
Oh.
Bye.
All right.
That hurt.
What are you wearing?
Hi, I'm Rob, and I'm Jules, and we wanted to wish you, Jimbo, a very, very happy birthday. Hey, just wondering, how old are you? I don't know, but we're gonna find out, Rob. That's right. I can't wait.
Dudes on Dudes.
That's my favorite new sitcom is Dudes on Dudes. When he does both of them.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
57 today, for those wondering. 57 years old.
So young.
Born in 1967, which seems weird when you have to choose your age on that scale.
And
Like
you
when
have
you're
to keep
filling
going
stuff
back.
out.
Yeah,
I'm like, scroll, bitches, scroll. And I'm like, I'm not even going anymore. They don't even have mine up there. It starts at like 75. I'm gone.
And then if you're buying, whatever reason you're looking for your birth date, if it's something that's geared for a younger audience, you're hoping that it goes back as far to your year.
Yes.
It doesn't. Like I look at it, and it like starts at like 1984. I'm like, 84? I was like a junior in high school. God, like I need that. You know what the funny thing is? It's weird, though. A lot of people, like, freak out about their age. I swear on my life, I think since I turned 53 or 4, I have to do the math to figure out how old I am. I just don't pay attention to it at all. I don't at all.
Kind of like your email.
Like, I legit don't feel. I don't feel any differently, like mentally and emotionally, than I did when I was like 30. I literally think
Sure
and
you
feel the
do.
same way.
No, you don't.
I do.
When you wake up in the morning, your body goes, "Bitch, you're 57."
Well, yeah, my body, but I mean, my mentality. I still feel like I'm, in my 30s. I don't think like I'm a 50-year-old man.
That's the worst part.
What is even that supposed to? What does that even sound like? Like, I mean, is there a standard issue? You're supposed to sound like this at 50, like some boomer or something? I
think you're supposed to wear socks with your Crocs.
No, I listen to
or
hip hop
socks with your sandals.
Like, I like young stuff.
hip hop, man.
But I do. I love young stuff. I don't know what it is. I feel more
young
comfortable.
girls, young music.
I feel more comfortable around younger people than I do people my own age. That's for damn sure. Is that a thing? Like, is that a weird thing? Like, is there a
how young?
Is that a disorder? I mean, not like 18. I'm not like waiting for him to get out of science to hang out. but I don't want to hang out with a bunch of 58-year-old crotchety ass men. Like, I don't want to talk about wars and stuff. I have more pop culture interest in that, so I don't really get caught up in that mess.
Well, that's the problem with it, is that there just comes a point when your age doesn't match your mentality.
It does not at all. And sometimes if it's too far, though, it makes you look like a weirdo.
I'm sitting right here.
Yeah, no. Here's the thing. I have 2 pairs of skinny jeans at 57. That's what I'm talking about. Like, that's exactly. I have
pair more than me.
I have skinny jeans at 57 years old.
My neighbors know when I'm coming home because the bass be popping.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Gotcha. All right. 407-916-1041. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Now.
And so is Jack.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Coca-Cola getting it a little bit this Christmas season. Any idea why you think this could be happening? If you think about it, I bet you guys can get it. You're both super smart people.
Wokeness, political correctness.
And there's no wokeness, no political correctness.
They're taking a stance on a social issue.
Nothing like that.
It's just holidays instead of Christmas.
The polar bear. They not using the polar bear in the air because he's too white.
Jack, does it always have to be that? Does it always have to be some kind of social injustice for you to be involved? It's not.
I like to pay attention.
It's not. I got that. It's
Okay.
not that. But the thing is we've actually talked about this today a little bit, about what they're getting in trouble for.
They are charging a lot for those mini cans of Coke.
No, there's nothing to do with the price.
Guess what? They're charging a lot for all cans of Coke.
I know.
It's not anything to do with the actual product itself.
The labeling, something on the
Shrinkflation?
label,
Yeah.
or
Here's
advertising.
what's happening. What is Coke super famous for this time of year?
Their Christmas ads.
Their Christmas ads are legendary, guys, right?
Well, yeah, everybody loves watching the polar bear crack open that icy cold Coke.
Well, and then what was it before that? Have a Coke and a smile.
the teach your world to sing.
That teach
from
the
the
world.
70s. Yeah.
These things were like part of our culture. Like, you would have thought that Coca-Cola invented Christmas. Like, you would think that they had that symbiotic relationship between that brand and Christmas, because
Same colors.
much like Publix here locally, you wait for these Christmas commercials because they do such a good job at building these Christmas commercials.
Where are Publix's Christmas commercials?
They're not out there right now.
I have not seen any.
Yes.
And there were no Pilgrim commercials this year.
Did not. I did see Publix had a Thanksgiving one with the little kids sitting at the grown-up table.
But where are the Pilgrims?
I don't know what
They need a
Pilgrim.
break every once in a while.
Yeah, Publix did Pilgrim commercials?
Yeah, the salt shakers.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Okay, yeah.
Where Mr. and Mrs. Pilgrim would stare at
yeah,
each
yeah.
other longingly from the hutch until they waited to be joined together on the Thanksgiving table. You don't remember that?
I forgot to take out our Thanksgiving decorations. I only saw them 2 days after Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. No. It does have to do with their ads, though. So for the first time ever, Coca-Cola used AI to create their Christmas ads. And they are getting kicked in the nuts over it because it looks so disingenuous. And what people are saying is when and I've looked at the ad, and it doesn't look like, even the people in it that are supposed to be actual people are AI generated, and it just seems so fake and so lame.
Ew.
And again, what we talk about, right? Youth wants authenticity. They want
yeah.
that transparency. They
Genuine.
want it to be genuine. And the worst thing ever is Coke gets out there and they build their ad campaign on AI created images, and it is not going over well. Like they're getting hammered for it, right? This is a piece out of the Yahoo News. New York Post is saying it, and a number of others are saying the clips feature these furry animals. Come here, look at it real quick, Deborah, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is the one that has these semi-tractor trailers coming through the mountains. There's the polar bears.
Right.
Those are AI kids.
Ew.
And like that's an AI Santa. That's an AI guy. And doesn't it look disingenuous and kind of fake and just created? It doesn't like have any soul, right?
Right. It's like, let's just put in the elements that we know will appeal to people, but let's put no. It's kind of like when someone cooks, but when someone cooks and they love to cook, you can taste the love in the food versus someone who just cooked
or buys a cake from Costco or something.
Yeah.
Wasn't cheap, you know.
It says here that it says the modern takes on classic commercials have received intense public backlash. Critics are calling them soulless and noting the irony of real magic tagline at the end of the videos, considering it's made by AI. They didn't hire actors or animators or any of that stuff. And of course, they saved money and time, but it doesn't matter because they're not coming off the way that they're supposed to. Coca-Cola, they don't have a role in this. These are just ads by. I mean, Jack's playing it right now at our YouTube channel. If you want to go check that out, you can actually see it yourself.
But it's an important lesson for advertisers and manufacturers to realize that bright lights and pretty colors, and there has to be really something more to it. Like you said, if it lacks soul, because it looks pleasing, right? But if it's a second screen and you're not paying attention, I don't like the semi truck. Why can't they have like a prettier?
And it's even
look at the cab on
and it's even weirder. Now you know it's fake,
right?
And that's what makes it even stranger. Like you're looking at it, and they're trying to sell you that these are real people, but they're created by AI, and it just seems so fake and disingenuous. Like nobody's doing that. Nobody's laughing or anything. I mean, it's, get real actors in there, get real writers and animators in there to create this stuff so it looks good.
You're going to get an AI backlash because AI has a bad rap. Yes, AI can do a lot of things that we use every day and that are going to be very helpful to society, but there is also a great legitimate fear of AI replacing people and putting people out of work. And that is a demonstration of them putting actors out of work.
And it lowers the bar of creativity, Jack. Matter of fact, the Coca-Cola Company celebrated a long history of capturing this. The New York Times says here, we're always exploring new ways to connect with consumers and experiment with different approaches. And they go on to mention about, the creativity and the crossroads of human ingenuity and technology and art coming together. And I'm like, man, nobody's buying this. Nobody's buying it.
Somebody just texted us at 77031, and they were spot on. It looks like Polar Express, but creepier.
Yeah, it's exactly right.
But creepier.
But that's why when I said we mentioned it earlier today, that's exactly what I was talking about.
Exactly.
How Polar Express just doesn't have that authenticity that's something that's actually made by, by people who animate it and actually have some sweat in it.
Some skin in the game.
That's right. It says
actually the semi trucks, Deb, are my favorite part of this commercial.
Is it? You know what? Now that I look back at them, I'm like, damn! Look at the size of that cab. Can you imagine what they fit in? There's probably a kitchenette.
And I think that and for me, I don't know about you guys, but the thing that makes it so interesting to me is how the AI tries to create real people. Like I think if they did that and it was like animated, and you could say, well, there's no question those are animated people, like turn them in almost cartoon characters.
Right.
You could see where that wouldn't seem like they're trying to sell you something that's so disingenuous. But when you look at that crowd and you look at those faces, it's obvious that they're AI generated. It's just completely obvious because no AI stuff has zits or bad hair or any of that. It's all perfect, right?
It's all perfect, like real life.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, not like real life.
I guess, Jack, for Christmas, I need to get him a Hess truck.
No, I've got two, and I keep pricing them online to see if I can get anything for them, but not. I have one from the 90s and then one that's a more recent one. Because on the radio, I said one year I never had one, and that year Jim Phillips got me two Hess trucks.
Oh, did he really?
Oh, wow.
I still have them.
It says here, aside from their lack of
I do
warmth
check their prices.
and their off-putting animation, several shots include unnatural movements or anatomical inaccuracies, and they quietly exhausted valuable resources and contributed to Earth's overheating by relying on AI. Because what they say here is generating 1,000 images using AI creates as much carbon dioxide as driving a gas-powered car 4 miles.
Wow.
Now, I'd never heard that argument in that way. For me, I didn't really think about that aspect of it. I just I think Coke, and this is so crazy to say about a company because they really don't, but I believe that they've created this kind of thing for themselves. Like America kind of expects Coca-Cola to come through this time of year. You know, I mean, we you know, that is one of our greatest American brands is Coca-Cola. It's a global brand, of course, but, you know, founded right here in America. And I think we've kind of been dependent on Coke to come up with some of these magical experiences that we have as Americans through the holidays, through their commercials, through their imagery, through their messaging. And it's been doing that since I was a kid.
I expect the same of Budweiser. The Clydesdales are as much a part of, you know, seeing where the Clydesdales are going and what they're going to be pulling and if there's going to be a new baby horse in the barn.
Why are you so crazy? What happened? What happened? What made you so crazy?
Well, I can give you a long story, but I could just say 6 years sitting at your left. It's had a little bit of help.
Okay, very nice.
Happy birthday, Jim.
Yeah, you got it, man. No problem whatsoever. I'll take that. That's as close as I'm going to get as a compliment today anyway.
No, that's not
407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. It's not like Coke doesn't have money. Get out of here.
I know.
Like, it's one of those, if not the most recognizable brand on this globe. They have the cash to hire some people to cut out some good commercials. Stop it with this.
I bet they thought that was a good commercial. It's the feedback that's letting them know that, it's got to still improve a little bit before the public's going to buy it.
And it says, man, the New York Times says, look, the Coca-Cola Company has celebrated a long history of capturing the magic of the holidays in content, films, events, and retail activations for decades. And that's not just here in America. That's around the planet.
Yeah.
It's not just here. You know, Coke is leaned on globally. And I say leaned on, they're almost expected globally to create these magical images that as a consumer, you look at and go, that's right, it's time of the season. Coke does this. It's that time of the season. Not anymore, no. Not with this AI
Not
crap.
this year.
All right, 407-916-1041. You can text us at 77031. Back in a sec with more of The Jim Colbert Show.
Real radio is the news junkie.
My Nine Inch Nails take is not a very popular one with Nine Inch Nails fans. Pretty Hate Machine was an excellent album, and everything after it sucked.
Not even Downward Spiral?
That's what he considers the rest of the songs to be from Pretty Hate Machine. It was a downward spiral.
The News Junkie. Weekdays at 11 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Heavy delays continue on I-4 today in the Orlando area through downtown and by the major attractions exits this afternoon. Looking at a disabled vehicle blocking the northbound left lane on 436 at the beach line. A crash up in Seminole is currently blocking the left lane on 25th Street near the Greenway. If you see other traffic problems, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage has amazing deals on the holidays' most fun gifts, all for under $15. Get low prices every day on unique finds before they're gone. In-store only at Macy's Backstage today. Find a location near you at macysbackstage.com. Off price, on trend, arriving daily.
The JCSQ of the D is in our YouTube chat. Search Jim Colbert Show there. It's brought to you by WeAreNotTheBanks.com. Brad Siebert, great guy, mortgage lender. That's what they do. They're not the banks. They're better than the banks. Their sole focus is mortgages. That's why they are We Are Not the Banks, okay? They're telling you that it's about mortgages, getting you the mortgage for your next home, or maybe it's refinancing if you want to stay in your home, but you want to take advantage of maybe a better rate or your equity you've built up. WeAreNotTheBanks.com is the website. It's that same website I went to when I did my refi many years ago. Brad helped me through every step of the process, told me everything I needed, put me in a good place. And today I am much better off financially because of my decision to do my refi when I did. The person who can help is Brad, and you find him at WeAreNotTheBanks.com. All types of buyers, good credit, awesome. You're going to get a great rate. Bumps in your credit can still work with you. He has many different types of loan programs. Maybe you're putting more money down, but whether it's a VA loan, conventional loan, jumbo loan, he's got it all. He can help you. The website, again, WeAreNotTheBanks.com. Get started today. NMLS ID number 66247, equal housing opportunity.
Sponsored by the Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty. Get a guaranteed cash offer on your home at thenickley.com.
So you want to be my client. You think you deserve fair compensation for your injuries. Well, you got to call me. Can't just keep listening forever. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
Hey guys, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Rebath in Mid-Florida. Let me tell you something, guys. If you are in the holiday season, right, and you've already made the plans, and unfortunately the plans will not be at your house this year because here's the problem. That guest bathroom of yours is not holding up its end of the bargain, is not good, kind of falling apart, maybe even stinks a little bit. And yet again, year after year, you have to head to your mom and dad's, head to your brothers and sisters. Man, get rid of that and let the holidays be at your house, at least next year for sure. Rebath in Mid-Florida can do that for you with a brand new bathroom in just 4 to 6 days. That's right. They do it with their employees. That means no subcontractors. You'll see the same team until your job is done. And they give you a lifetime guarantee on the products and the install. Even better, if you mention the Jim Colbert Show, they'll throw in $800 in upgrades. And when you slide into their showroom, 436 in Altamont, they're right across from Kobe, very easy to find. You'll see some models set up. Those are just to show you what they can do with their products configured into different style bathrooms. The number one thing is hop online, check out the before and afters, and see what they've actually done for people. Simply amazing stuff, guys. Log on today. It's rebath.com.
Yo, it's Angel from the Monsters. You want a big green egg for the lowest prices anywhere? You got to go to my friends Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up your big green egg so that you are cooking before they leave. Follow Wassie's Meat Market on Instagram or go to wassiesmeatmarket.com for your big green egg today.
These times of massive inflation have people just like you strapped.
As far as my debt, I was drowning in debt. My balances were never going down. I was making payments every month. It was just draining every resource I had.
The Debt Management Group can help. In the first free call, they will explain all the relief programs you may qualify for to get you out of debt fast.
They've saved me thousands of dollars, especially in interest. I would have never paid off this debt without their help.
I felt like it was a burden lifted off my shoulders. It felt amazing, and I felt like I could actually see a future for me and my kids.
The sooner you call, the faster you can get the relief you deserve. It's free information on all the debt relief programs you qualify for, plus guaranteed confidentiality. Call 800-933-3470. That's 800-933-3470. Call now to find out about the best debt forgiveness, consolidation, modification, and settlement programs available. 800-933-3470. That's 800-933-3470.
Warning, if you're thinking about surgery to fix your chronic joint pain, stop, because surgery can be risky, painful, and come with a lengthy recovery time. But there is an alternative, a groundbreaking therapy that revitalizes damaged tissue with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. QC Kinetics has successfully treated tens of thousands of patients, freeing them from pain in their knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints. Before you resort to invasive surgery, find out if you're a candidate for this advanced regenerative therapy by calling 689-314-7578. Don't let chronic pain dictate your life any longer, and don't risk surgery. Learn more about the joint pain therapy endorsed by professional athletes and available now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. To find out if you're eligible, request a free consultation from QC Kinetics. You owe it to yourself to learn more about this surgery-free alternative with no drugs and no downtime. Call QC Kinetics today, 689-314-7578. 689-314-7578.
William is one of millions of Americans who uses GoodRx to save on the cost of their prescriptions.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications. It adds up at the end of the month. Me and the pharmacist got so tight. She said, GoodRx save you a lot of money. Saving that extra $200-300 a month. We're able to do all these extra activities, so it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com and start saving today. GoodRx user compensated for their time. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance.
Christmas music playing right now on Magic 107.7.
Rocking around the Christmas tree.
Magic 107.7.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart.
Orlando's Christmas station.
Interest. It's the model year end event now at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. Radio.
Now back to the Jim Colbert Show.
Good afternoon, morning, Colbert Carew. All right, and happy birthday to Jim.
Oh, he's doing his tricks.
Happy birthday to Jimmy. Happy birthday, Jim Javitas. Happy birthday to you. Oh, yeah, and Jack, never got my Frogger's gift card. Sent you my address. Get back at me. Big T out.
Do it now.
Let me get a beat.
Boom, 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 boom. Buddy, you're an old man, bold man, gonna lose your hair someday.
Easy.
You got cake on your face, a big
I gave you the
disgrace.
beat.
Having your birthday in a public place, singing happy, happy birthday. One more time. I said happy, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Did he say Jiminy Doo?
Yes, he did.
Oh, that's my new username and everything I have.
Oh, you've got gingivitis.
Yeah, that's lowercase T said that.
I've always liked Zimbabwe myself.
Zimbabwe's a good one.
Zimbabwe, Slim Jim.
I remember the first time I called Jim Phillips Jimbo. He goes, "Don't say that." Don't say that. He texted me last night. He wants to go shooting. He wants me to shoot this big giant gun
There
he's
you
got.
go.
Yeah,
Black powder
this
gun.
flintlock thing. I said, "How far to go?" And he goes, "I don't care. I just wanted to light and go boom." All right, 407-916-1041. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show here on Real Radio. Thanks for tuning in today. We appreciate that. I hope you had a really good Wednesday at work. Just keep us turned up. We'll get you all the way home for sure. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well. We did put up a question of the day, and I'm very interested. If you could go over to our YouTube page and or our Instagram page. We put it up in both of those spots.
It's on our YouTube page.
YouTube page only.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So go to JimColbertLive.com. You can click through, or just log on to YouTube and go to Jim Colbert Show. It'll bring it right up. You can click there. While you're there, give us a like and subscribe. That's what you can do for us for Christmas. That would help us out quite a bit. But you can also get involved with our question of the day, which is...
What gets you in the spirit for the holidays? Now, there's choices. Holiday music, movies, TV shows, shopping, or holiday lights.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Those are all really good ones. And I have to tell you, I have a direct order for that for sure. For me, what do you think it is for me? What would you guys say it is for me?
Well, we already know that your kids hate your movies, so
Yeah.
you can't ask them to do that.
Holiday complaining. I didn't. Holiday traffic.
What do you think?
What are the options again?
It's music, movies, TV, shopping, and lights.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
it's
gonna
not
say
shopping.
lights. I'd say lights
It's gonna.
is
I
number
think
one.
that's the only option for you.
No, it's music, 100%.
Really?
It's Christmas music, 100%. You know, this time of year is when the iHeartRadio app really comes into play because they have a number of those channels where you can play Christmas music.
Yes.
You know, and I'm telling you, it is the best selection. And I walked in today, and because they had a little thing here today, they were playing Christmas music over our speaker system. And of course, our sister station, Magic 107.7, who are wonderful people. We love Chad and Leslie and the whole crew over there. They started playing Christmas music like just the day after Thanksgiving or something, right?
Oh, before
It was a little before that, yeah.
Yeah.
A couple weeks earlier.
So with that said, you know, we have that outlay every single day when we come here if we want it. They piped it through the building today, so it was nice hearing that.
Yeah.
And then the other one for me is lights, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of shopping. And I do love the movies and stuff, but I would much rather hear the music because that's what I remember from my childhood. My grandmother, we had a really cool selection of Christmas vinyl, and one of them was what was it called? It was basically Christmas music on a saxophone. A very brass Christmas or something like that, or whatever.
Had a Kenny G Christmas.
It wasn't Kenny G. He was
Jackie had a Kenny G Christmas.
He would have been my age at that time. My God, but that's what I remember is the music. The other thing is what my family and I we call it riding lights.
Oh, you tase them for Christmas?
No, we go and see lights.
Is that a heroin reference?
Man, there are some good ones in Altamont. Guys, I'm telling you straight up, not far from my daughter's house. There are a couple of houses out there that did it up this year, and it is crazy.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love it. It's so much fun. It really is. And I see fewer inflatables than I've seen in a while. The smaller inflatables have become kind of passé. It's these gigantic things that are in now, right? And that's for Halloween as well. But these gigantic, like, have you seen the Bumble?
No. I've heard about it.
I've heard about it.
They have a Bumble that you put on your house, and it must be 25 feet high and, 15, 16 feet wide. It's gigantic. And it's a Bumble. And I mean a dead nuts Bumble. And Bumble is the bad guy from the Rudolph stop action stuff that we love so much. And you can get those. But it's those really big things now that are making all the fuss. And they're expensive. Like, I don't know how people do that. Like, those things are like, $500, $600, $700 a piece. And I know they're supposed to last a couple of seasons, but damn.
Yeah, Chris doesn't like inflatables.
Rolling those dice when I have a BB gun?
I like the the people who repurpose their giant skeleton from Halloween,
right?
And they leave him out, and they just put a Christmas hat on it,
Yes,
and a strand of Christmas lights.
Yep, I got that. I've seen that. Saves you some time and effort.
It does.
I like the ones that do the. My favorite decorations are the ones that deal with Santa going into the chimney.
Oh, those are good.
Yeah, you have the ones where it's like, it looks like he's crawling in and the deer are waiting up there on the top. I mean, it's pretty intricate, but that's cool.
It is.
And Seminole County has a ton of good spaces. I'm sure that when Danny comes in on Thursday, one of the things we'll talk about is that. But I know the news stations almost every year put up a map of cool places. And, man, if you want a really good, inexpensive family night out, make it a tradition. What we would do is we would do hot chocolate. We would do a big thing of hot chocolate. Everybody would get their Yeti cup or whatever. You'd get your big thing of hot chocolate, and then off we would go. We'd go, leave out there at 6:30, 7 o'clock at night and drive around and listen to Christmas music and go look at lights and follow this little map. There's a couple of neighborhoods in Seminole County that kill it.
For Chris and I, it's just basically going down to Donnelly Park with a coffee, a hot chocolate, or a cocktail, and just sitting underneath the trees.
Yeah, and on a bench there.
Yeah, exactly. And just walking around and looking at the lights.
Yeah, this is the time of year, and I know that a lot of people who live in Florida, during the Christmas season will go up and they'll travel. It used to be North Carolina before it got wiped out by that hurricane. But that's a big thing. And Maine is one of those places that we did it a couple of times. And, man, we are so unlucky when it comes to the snow thing. Because have you ever had a white Christmas, Jack? Have you ever been in snow when it's in Jersey?
Yeah, in Jersey, yeah. December snow is quite common.
Yeah.
And that's the prettiest.
You guys
snow.
grew up with it. I didn't grow up with this.
No,
I mean,
And that's the prettiest snow is December snow, because that's when the flakes are really fat and fluffy, and they just kind of drift from the sky and they glisten at night and they land in the boughs of the pine trees. And then in January, it's like, okay, now we're going to give you real snow.
Well, they're getting it right now. Have you seen?
Oh my gosh!
Have you seen some of that the lake effect snow that they're getting up there in Michigan right now?
Oh,
like 4, 5, 6 feet of it.
Way familiar with it.
Yeah. But it is great while it's happening. But afterwards, you take the tree down, you're like, okay, turn it off.
Well, once it turns into blizzard season, which is January, then it's a whole different kind of. Did you get that in Jersey, Jack? The blizzard season that would start in January, where the snow then just becomes like ice knives flying at your face.
No.
No, Saskatchewan screamers.
No. Is that what they have? Is that like little snow-nados?
Oh, when you get those big Arctic systems like from Saskatchewan that are blowing into the upper UP of Michigan or Wisconsin. Yeah. Oh my God, that's cold like you've just never experienced.
Dude, they're using a term I've never heard for this thing that's happening up in Michigan right now. This lake effect snow thing that's been kicking their ass for the last 4 or 5 days, and I thought it was kind of funny. They're like, it's thunder snow.
Oh, thunder snow is so cool.
Thunder snow.
Do you guys remember?
I hear AC/DC the minute it comes on. Thunder snow.
Have you ever seen the video of Jim Cantori from the Weather Channel losing his absolute mind first time he hears thunder snow? Because it's pretty rare. I did hear it when I was a kid. But you don't hear it every snowstorm. It's pretty rare to hear thunder in a snowstorm.
Is it really?
I mean, yeah, because it takes certain atmospheric conditions.
Yeah, sure.
A lot of times you'll just get a snowstorm without any thunder or lightning.
Yeah, it's very quiet, actually. It's kind of weird.
Very quiet.
Yeah, because the snow acts as a sound dampener. When I did live in West Virginia for a short period of time through 2 winters. And that's the one thing I do remember for sure.
That's a real winter.
Is when it's snowing up there, and we were in the southern part of the state, but it doesn't matter. It snowed quite often. And I remember being up there, and you'd go outside. And we did this in Colorado as well a couple times when we were out there during the snow season. And I remember going out, and I remember it being so quiet. And I remember talking to Code Black about it, and he goes, well, what you don't realize is that the snow acts as an insulator in the air. So the sound doesn't travel through the air the way it would because the snow kind of stops it. It acts like insulation. So you wind up in this weird sound bubble where it is almost like being in a snow globe. It's like dead quiet,
Here is Mr. Jim Cantori with a little cut of his thunder snow, which you can watch and hear.
Oh, yes! 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 We got it, baby! We got it! We got it! Woo! Woo! We got it! Yes! Yes! Listen to that! Listen to that! Listen to that! Oh, baby! We just got it!
I was not that excited the first time I had sex.
Oh, again! Again, that's a twofer! That's a twofer,
This guy
baby!
is the greatest.
If you're a meteorologist and you get to experience thunder snow,
I bet Sorrels would act like that. Sorrels would probably lose his mind like that. So it's a lightning storm while it's snowing, kind of.
yeah, exactly.
Yes! Again! That's a 3! You gotta be kidding me! You gotta be kidding me!
Okay, that's enough. That's enough of Cantori yelling at me. God damn.
Wow, you look just like him.
I wish I could get geeked about anything like that. I don't like to have any passion for anything like that. Like if I made a hole in one.
I was gonna say golf.
Look,
Absolutely.
if I made a hole in one, I don't think I'd be that geeked out.
Oh yeah, you would.
I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
know,
you would.
man.
Maybe if you want a new truck with that hole in one, you'd be that.
Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe
I don't
just
know.
a tailgate for your truck.
That's kind of cool, though, that he gets that geeked out about it.
I know.
That's actually kind of exciting.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah. All right, 407-916-1041. You can text us at 77031. Yeah, if you want to get involved with our the YouTube thing, go over to our YouTube. We have this up. What gets you in the holiday spirit? Is it listening to music? Is it watching TVs or movies? Is it going shopping? Or is it checking out holiday lights? And, of course, we'll compromise those or we'll add those up when we get to the end of the show and kind of tell you who won.
Because there's also decorating the Christmas tree.
Compile.
There's decorating the house. I mean, there's
Doing that this
baking
weekend.
cookies.
Yeah.
There's so many traditions that.
Oh, didn't even put cooking on there.
Well, not cooking, Jimmy. I
Baking.
said cookie. Okay, yeah, cookies.
Yeah, baking.
That's different.
Yeah, I got to decide if I'm going with a new jar recipe or not.
Yeah, you know what? Today's National Cookie Day. You know that, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Today is National Cookie Day.
Did
Hey,
not know that.
you got to make those.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, dude. I don't care what you choose. Make me at least one of those chocolate chip ones. That may be one of the best chocolate chip cookie recipes.
That was a really
ever.
good
I
cookie.
mean, it
That's
was
easy.
exceptionally good.
I mean, I got that down. So I was going to mix it up, but maybe I'll just do the same one. Chocolate chip cookie recipe in a jar.
Yeah, but what other ones could you put in a jar?
How about like a savory one, like a pasta dish or a pasta fagioli?
Yeah, I know they do soups.
Jack is like,
You
why are you
people-
complimenting
I'm
my
talking about
life?
Cookies.
Yeah,
Cookies,
no.
people.
He's
Cookies.
do you have a sweet? Do you have a sweet tooth? I don't know that about you.
Yes, why not? Let's go.
Do you have a sweet tooth?
No.
I don't either. I don't. I don't have a sweet tooth. I am dead with it. I mean, you know how many pieces?
That's the guy who
I
got
took
4 cakes
took
today.
2 bites of that cake and that's it.
Uh-huh.
I don't have a sweet tooth anymore.
Of course, I just said I didn't have a sweet tooth, and I've been powering down Skittles if you've been watching us on YouTube.
Yeah, the sweet tooth problem I have is soda. That's the worst one. Is I have the sweet tooth problem with soda. That's
No,
it.
you don't. You've been super disciplined with that. You've had like 2 sodas in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's true though. I'm gonna have one
Right.
today. I mean, I'm
Yeah, that's
listen,
it. It's, you got a problem.
I'm telling you, I bought a 12-pack of sodas about 2 weeks ago, and I still have like 6 of them left.
You addict.
I know. I don't drink much beer anymore either. I don't actually drink that much anymore.
Oh, good. So now you're just boring.
Yeah,
And
that's
old.
exactly what happened. I got to get myself an addiction of some sort.
Yeah, you do. Let's try heroin.
Have a story to tell.
I got to tell you, if I had to try any illicit drug, I wonder which one I would. Because I've only done one time. I took 1 hit of X years ago, and here's the thing with X: you love it for about an hour and a half.
I heard it makes you grind your teeth,
and then you feel like you're coated in oil. It's the weirdest thing. Like you
That's
feel weird.
Usually because you are coated in oil after taking X.
Yes, Jack. Yes, Jack.
I knew there was an hour I could not going to count for, and I couldn't walk after that. Yeah, I don't know. It's so funny. I wouldn't want to do heroin. I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to do meth. I would have no interest in doing meth.
I wouldn't want to do anything that's chemically altered. It would have to be natural. Peyote, mushrooms.
I'm terrified.
I would love to go find my spirit animal somewhere in a New Mexico desert.
I'm terrified to trip. I'm absolutely terrified to do it. I know that everybody tells me it's so funny. You ever had that's weird? Is like I want to trip with you. Like, remember Ross had that thing? He goes,
yeah,
I
I'm
wanna
still
eat,
waiting
he
for
goes-
that to happen.
He goes, I want to eat mushrooms with you so bad. I want to see you on mushrooms. I'm like, that is a weird thing to say.
No, it's
That
not.
you want to see somebody take a drug so you can watch them freak out.
Listen to Jack. The resident freakazoid.
I know, it's so funny.
Showing us his true colors.
Jack occasionally drops his wallet and we see.
Yeah, we do.
We see.
Yeah, we saw
He
that photo.
occasionally drops the wallet.
You were going to say?
I think it's all good.
No, it's good. Good.
Come on, Jack,
No,
you
I
have the
think
floor.
What it brings out in people that he wants to see, like what would it bring out in you, especially with some of the psychedelic stuff. you sometimes have a feeling like for the first time you're using all of your brain.
Yeah.
And you just feel like you are thinking clearly, like you could solve all the problems.
Right.
You know, it's just it's interesting.
Is
That's
it really?
what I hear. I read about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I read that in the New Yorker.
I got to tell you, of all of them, that's the one I would probably try because of what you just said. It's on a process. Like I have no interest in doing coke. I'm already coked out.
Yeah,
I mean,
the last thing you need is anything to make you go faster.
I'm naturally coked out as it is. I mean, if I am.
You're straight up in need of Adderall.
Probably. But I would probably eat mushrooms. If I had to choose one of them, I would probably do that. I would not take LSD or any of that. It would just have to be mushrooms or peyote.
Probably by the end of the show, someone's going to be.
Yeah. Do you think Christmas lights on that is fun?
Oh, I would imagine.
Because that's what I hear, that when you take mushrooms specifically, that it's the color thing that really...
I've heard that about
that really
acid.
gets you. It's like everything is very vivid and colorful.
Music rocks.
Does it really?
Oh, it's so good.
Really?
Oh,
Why?
You read that too, did you?
Yeah.
Why is it so good?
You feel like you could hear everything.
Really?
Do you feel like you're part of the music?
Because you're using all your brain.
Yeah. Yeah. Look how you talk when you talk about it.
I know, right?
All right, 407.
It's like a love affair.
916-1041. Of course, you can always text us at 77031. Get over to our YouTube channel. That's go to YouTube, then Jim Colbert Show, and get involved with our little question of the day there. That way we can compile all those and then get to you at the end of the show with an answer. Stay tuned. We're going to do trivia next. We have TSO and Brian Regan tickets right after this.
We have a prize. Get on board at 407-916-1041. Jim Colbert Show Trivia is brought to you by Cento Family Moving and Storage. That's CENTO moving.com.
This is 11-year NBA veteran Katina Mobley. This is what's trending from iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Macy's Backstage.
The Magic will play in the knockout rounds of the NBA Cup after they clinch the Eastern Conference's wildcard spot. Quarterfinals are set for Tuesday. Florida men's basketball is in action tonight. The 13th-ranked Gators will host Virginia in the SEC-ACC Challenge, eyeing a 9th straight win. And Tiger Woods is hoping to return to the course in 2025 once he recovers from his latest back surgery. Then he said the fire still burns to compete. I'm Scott Davidson.
Macy's Backstage has amazing deals on the holidays' most fun gifts, all for under $15. Get low prices every day on unique finds before they're gone. In-store only at Macy's Backstage today. Find a location near you at macy'sbackstage.com. Off price, on trend, arriving daily.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at the Filatowski Eye Institute. Man, if you've asked anybody who's experienced LASIK surgery, they will tell you it's the best decision they ever made. The only problem, they'll say, is they probably should have done it way before they finally made the move. And what are you waiting for? If you deal with eyesight issues, you wear glasses or contacts, get over to the Filatowski Eye Institute because now they're offering free LASIK consultations. That's right. Let them tell you exactly what they can do to make your life way better. 20/20 vision can happen almost instantaneously. The entire surgery only takes a few minutes. So take your time. Text this number. Text 1041 to the number 868686. That way you can start your journey to better vision with the Filatowski Eye Institute. 65,000 LASIK procedures under their belt. They have all the experience you want. They have the state-of-the-art tech that you want as well, getting you the best results. And they even have financing. 24-month interest-free financing is available. So take this time. Make this appointment, man. Make your life better right now. Text 1041 to 868686 and schedule your free LASIK consultation at the Filatowski Eye Institute. Your path to better vision begins right now.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
The free iHeartRadio app is your home for the holidays. Open the app and click on the holiday banner or search holiday and start listening to Magic 107.7. Plus stations playing all kinds of holiday music, Christmas classics, Christmas jazz, country, R&B, tons of playlists, even podcasts. Yay! Our gift to you, the perfect holiday soundtrack. Join the millions of listeners on the iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
iHeartRadio.
Hey, it's Sisney. And for the past 6 years, look, I've been either pregnant or in postpartum. But before that, I was diagnosed with PCOS. And if you know, you know. I mean, my battle with weight loss has been just that, a battle. And I'll admit, I didn't really want to necessarily share this journey with you, but the benefits and the positive change that I've seen in myself are just too good to gatekeep. Feeling good is most important when it comes to losing weight. And now you get to utilize science. That's why I'm so grateful for Future Health. They give millions of people affordable access to weight loss meds for less than $3 a day. Just take their quick 3-minute survey. From there, if approved by a clinician, you'll get prescribed and get the meds delivered to your door within 24 hours. You'll also have access to qualified doctors that know GLP-1s, plus the support from over 6,000 physicians and licensed pharmacies nationwide. Find out if weight loss meds are right for you in just 3 minutes at tryfh.com. That's tryfh.com. Again, that's tryfh.com. Future Health is not a healthcare services provider. Meds are prescribed at provider's discretion. Results may vary. Sponsored by Future Health.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My air conditioner is blowing hot.
For air conditioners making a funny noise, press 1.
No, it's...
Try to listen to the whole message before making a selection.
Sorry.
For air conditioners blowing cold, but not quite cold enough, press 2.
No, it's blowing hot.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Well, can we speed this up?
Don't get grumpy with me, or I'll take you back to the main menu.
No, anything but that. Please don't send me back to the main menu.
Fine, but I'm watching you.
Bet if I'd called Frank Gay, I'd already be getting my problem solved.
But you didn't call Frank Gay. So, what do we do now?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your air conditioner is blowing hot, you need a solution now. A helpful operator to guide you, all your options explained, and your problem fixed fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
If you're ready to pull your hair out, press 7.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Jay, why is auto insurance so expensive? I need to get insured, but I need a better solution.
Vic, you should call Acceptance. Acceptance had better rates, better options, and better customer service than my previous company. Acceptance was just better. They did all the work comparing different plans and found me the best payment options that fit my budget.
Really? Do you have their number?
800-606-7049. 800-606-7049.
Why pay more? Acceptance Insurance has offices in your neighborhood, and one call to Acceptance could save you up to 30% on your car insurance. 800-606-7049. Let Acceptance work better for you. 800-606-7049. 800-606-7049. Acceptance Insurance. We shop, you save. Restrictions apply based on a Q1 2024 study of Acceptance Insurance customers who reported saving when they switched. License number L012994.
Proud to be a donation site for Toys for Tots. Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You can watch radio being made on a daily basis at Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Jim Colbert's roasting on an open fire. His birthday is nipping at his nose. Happy birthday, Jim. It's Party Mom. Smoke weed every day.
Thanks, Party Mom. Good to hear from you.
Happy birthday, Jim. December babies rule. My birthday is on Saturday. And this is Robin from the Big Island of Hawaii. And the gas prices here in Hilo Town, 4 something for regular. Way out in the county, it's 5 something. Bye.
Bye.
Happy birthday.
Hey, Jimmy. Happy birthday, buddy. I happen to share a birthday with you, and birthday in year, actually. I was born December 4th, 1967 as well. So we're basically within a few hours of each other. I ran into you, met you many years ago over at an old Monsters event on I Drive at the Mercado, if you remember that place.
Oh, yeah.
And met you in the restroom, of all places. And
Oh, wow.
we had a conversation while using the urinals side by side. I don't know if you remember me. I didn't look, don't worry.
I do that all the time. It's so funny. I met you at a car dealership in '96. Had my baby with me. He's like 29 now. You remember, right? I got to tell you, I did meet a lot of people while urinating, oddly.
You know what I'm interested in, Jack? is how long it's going to take Jim Colbert to fulfill his promise at the beginning of the show when he only had maybe about 100 responses to his birthday on Facebook. You should see it now. It's about, 18 pages long?
I brought it up on my phone, Jack, and I said, this is what I'm doing tonight. And then, you can hit the scroll so it not only just scrolls that page, but it just rolls like a wheel.
How many swipes?
Like 10, and still didn't hit the bottom.
But he promised that he's going to give you all
I promised nothing.
You did too.
I promised nothing.
You promised a personal, unique message to each and every person. Jack tried to teach you how to
dump that. If you missed any part of the promise, you can listen to the podcast of the show.
There you go.
Jack, dump that. All right,
407. Follow us on the iHeartRadio app.
916-1041. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb is right there.
Hello.
Jack has the Jackie sack. Let's do it. All aboard.
Chugga, chugga.
Wiggity clack, wiggity clack.
Here we go. We got a couple of prizes, and let's see. They are both Christmas themed.
Oh.
By that, I mean, if you take someone, you could say, hey, this is your Christmas gift.
Okay.
Like to a comedy show this Friday night, Brian Regan at the Dr. Phillips Center, comedian. I was watching one of his specials last night on Netflix. Very funny guy. It's funny because he came out, that was in 2021, and he came out with gray hair.
Oh yeah,
wow. And then he's that's the first thing he addressed because out of the pandemic, he's like, I'm not coloring my hair anymore.
Seinfeld's one of his good friends, and they've known each other since they both started back in the mid '80s when they were doing comedy.
Yeah.
And Brian's big bit that made him famous is the yo toe. When you say, hey, have a nice trip, and they go, yo, toe, and you're not going anywhere, and it sounds doof, it sounds dumb, and that's kind of what made him famous, and he's clean. He doesn't curse at all.
But so you can see him Friday night, Dr. Phillips Center. You can go to that, and or maybe you choose something that is Christmassy, rock and roll style. We're talking Trans-Siberian Orchestra, the Lost Christmas Eve Tour. If you have never done this, it's
it's a lot of diddly-lees.
Yeah,
and a lot of dive whammy bars.
And a lot of pyro too.
Yeah, prepare yourself for this. Let me real quick. This is like a PSA.
Yeah.
If you're sensitive to loud music, bring something to like an ear plugs or something like that because it's pretty loud. If you're bringing kids, make sure you have a way to protect their ears. It's kind of loud.
I always wonder, people who hear the word orchestra, Trans-Siberian Orchestra, and think, oh, let's go see a Christmas show.
Right, exactly.
And wow. You kicked in the nuts with that. Oh, it's great. Anyway, that's happening December 14th. 2 shows. There's the matinee, evening shows. Go to, that's at the Kia Center. Ticketmaster.com. You can grab tickets to that or maybe win them right now for JCS Trivia. Jackie Sack is brought to you by
Cento Family Moving and Storage. Go local. Support a family-owned and operated Orlando moving and storage company. Keep it local by mentioning the Jim Colbert Show because the birthday boy is going to get you a discount. Book them today at CentoMoving.com. That's CENTO. Moving.com. Birthday boy, back to you.
This is what's terrifying when we talk about drugs a little bit, even a little bit. We have this audience that are maniacs. This guy just texts in and he goes, man, I got pulled over on shrooms. The lights were amazing.
I bet.
All right, buddy. Who goes first today?
Let's start out with Amanda.
We'll do Amanda right there at the bottom. Hey, Amanda, how are you?
Good. How are you? Happy birthday.
Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that very much. I'm doing great. Would you like to play a little game with us?
I'd love to.
Let's do it then.
Is he the puzzle master? Or is he the guy who's currently writing today's game? Can he be both? Let's find out.
It's time for JCS Trivia.
All right, Amanda, this is a very easy game. Got a question here for you. 4 answers. One of these answers is untrue.
No.
But if you can find it, I'll send you off to the Jackie Sack where you can choose between Brian Regan tickets or TSO tickets. Are you ready?
Yay.
Yeah.
Here we go. On this day in 1969, entrepreneur, business and music mogul, American rapper. He used to move
Jay-Z.
He used to move snowflakes by the OZ. It is Jay-Z's birthday today. That's right. He and his wife are arguably the most powerful couple in all of entertainment. Jay-Z was born on this day. Here are 3 fun facts about Jay-Z, and one ain't a lie. All right. Try to think of a better way to word that. Could not. All right, Amanda, we're talking about Jay-Z. Which one of these is untrue? Here we go. Number 1, he attended high school with other rap giants like Notorious B.I.G., DMX, and Busta Rhymes. Number 2, he was reading at the 12th grade level in the 6th grade. Number 3, in 2007, General Motors released a limited edition Jay-Z version of their Denali SUV. Or lastly, he was a 3-sport athlete in high school: basketball, baseball, and football. Which of those is a lie?
I'm going to go with number 3.
No, that's true, believe it or not.
Sorry, Amanda.
And not only did they release a Denali, a Jay-Z version Denali, the Denali was painted blue, but not just any blue.
Ivy blue.
Jay-Z paid Pantone, the color company, to create a blue that was just for him.
Oh.
And that car is painted Jay-Z blue. That's when you know you ball, by the way.
Exactly.
Who's next?
Matthew.
Matthew. Let's go with Matthew there on line 1. Matt, how you doing, buddy?
Happy day of birth. I'm doing fantastic.
Thank you, buddy. We're talking about Jay-Z. Which one of these is untrue? Number 1, he attended high school with other rap giants like Notorious B.I.G., DMX, and Busta Rhymes. Number 2, when he was reading at the 12th grade level in the 6th grade. Or lastly, he was a 3-sport athlete in high school: baseball, basketball, and football.
The last one.
That's the one, buddy. You're a winner. Yay! Put you on hold. Take your prize there, buddy. TSO or Brian Regan tickets. You are good to go. He did not play sports in high school. He did attend high school with rap artists. He used to have rap battles with Busta Rhymes in the lunchroom.
Oh man!
At this high school, and B.I.G. and DMX were there. Can you imagine?
No.
Can you imagine just sitting around like, hey, I saw these two guys rapping at each other or something? They ate lunch, and then the next thing you know, the one guy's like $2.5 billion. We're $2.5 billion. He was reading at the 12th grade level in the 6th grade, and if you hear interviews with him, he gives a shout out to his 6th grade English teacher who really kind of pushed him to really consume more literature. He used to sit and read the dictionary, and Eminem talks about this as well. You know, learning how words break down, where they break down, where
are they Greek, are they Latin,
all of those things.
Yeah.
He really was a true study of language and the English language, and this 6th grade English teacher really had a great effect on me. He mentions her in tons of interviews, by the way. It's actually pretty refreshing. A couple other things you may not know about Jay-Z before we get to the top of the hour.
I don't sleep on reading the dictionary.
No, look.
You learn a lot.
Do you know that I have
Why do you hate words?
I have a tab open on my thesaurus page. I have a thesaurus page because when I was telling Jack this yesterday, when I try to come up with like ideas or something, I will find the root word and then go to the thesaurus and see if I can find any other words that I can use to bend around it to make it work.
Yeah, exactly.
It is laborious, by the way, which means work. Little joke there. A couple other things about Jay-Z you may not know. He is hip hop's first
billionaire.
Billionaire is the answer. Currently worth about $2.5 billion.
Oof. And his wife was just named the pop star of the century.
That's
or something
right.
like that.
Even over Taylor Swift.
I know.
Which
she
is
came
amazing.
in number 2.
Yeah, the reason why though is because of the longevity.
Yeah.
You know, Beyonce's been in the game since the late '80s when she was with Destiny's Child. Is that what it was?
And the numbers, the Grammy noms,
insane.
And,
his name is a combination of his childhood nickname Jazzy and his mentor Jazzo.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's exactly where it came from. Also, there's people saying that the apartment complex he lived in Brooklyn was near the Jay-Z subway station.
Okay.
Is it J through Z or whatever?
Yeah.
His real full name is Sean Corey Carter.
Okay.
There you go. Jay-Z and his wife Beyonce are number 1 and 2 on the all-time nominated Grammy artist list. She just passed him 2 years ago. He's got she has 90 or 91, and he's like 88.
Yeah.
So between them, they have almost 180, Grammy noms. So insane. And then lastly, Jay-Z was the very first rapper inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame.
Oh, wow.
There you go, Jay-Z. He is 55 today, I think, isn't he?
No,
69, 56.
Yeah, 56.
Wow, unbelievable.
Not that I'd have any reason.
Yeah. No, it's actually 50. Is it? It's.
He was born in what year?
69.
That means he's 55.
Yeah, 55 today. He's 55 years old today.
Good then. That's a good number.
Yeah, all right. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Our buddy Ross Padgett is next here on the Jim Colbert Show.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra, The Lost Christmas Eve. 2 shows December 14th at the Kia Center. Tickets available now at livenation.com.
Looking at a slow ride on I-4 this afternoon in the Orlando area as you travel from downtown all the way down through by the major attractions exits today. Things are looking good still for those who need to take the Beach Line or the Greenway. Traffic remains up to speed for now for those taking the 408. If you run into traffic problems, make sure to call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida. Ask for it by name.
Floridians, do you know how close you are to freshness? Fresh from Florida is local produce grown by farmers right here in our own state. It's always fresh, always in season, and always mouth-wateringly good. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo or ask for it by name where you shop.
You've got great taste. That's why Wawa lets you customize a delicious roasted or crispy chicken sandwich, just the way you want. For you, the Heat Honcho that tests your spice tolerance with seasoning and buffalo sauce. Or you, the Forget the Pit Master, who prefers barbecue sauce, bacon, and no extra work. Or you, the supporter of Southwestern flavors like avocado, fajita veggies, and chipotle sauce. You've got great taste. And now, you've got Wawa's roasted and crispy chicken sandwiches. Chicken how you wanna. Wawa.
Entertaining in your backyard this holiday season is a piece of cake with help from our friends over at Tools Ace Hardware. These guys have grills and smokers from the best names out there. Big Green Egg, Traeger, Weber, Napoleon, it's all there. Get a griddle, maybe you cook your family breakfast or a bunch of other stuff. And there's big old cheesesteak subs on those things. They're so much fun. Or maybe one of their pizza ovens for a personal pizza night. Those are fun as well. But Tools Ace also has you covered when it comes to furniture. Polywood outdoor furniture is amazing. They have dining sets and Adirondack chairs. And guys, this stuff is built tough. It is beautiful, and it will not fade in the Florida sun. But look, when it gets cold, they got you covered there as well. Fire pits, firewood, patio heaters, and propane to keep everyone nice and toasty when the temperature drops. You can get it all assembled and delivered to your home for free when you spend $3.99 or more on grills or patio furniture. Just visit one of their 13 Central Florida locations or shop online at acehardware.com. It's Tools Ace, your backyard place.
William is one of millions of Americans who uses GoodRx to save on the cost of their prescriptions.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications. It adds up at the end of the month. Me and the pharmacist got so tight. She said, GoodRx, save you a lot of money. Saving that extra $200-300 a month. We're able to do all these extra activities, so it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com and start saving today. GoodRx user compensated for their time. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance.
Guys, here in Central Florida, it's absolutely vital that you have an AC company that you can lean on every single time of the year, and that is what I strongly suggest our friends over at Mills Air. Yeah, it's a little cool now, but it's supposed to be 80 again next week, and you will need your AC, but you also need your heat pump, and they do that as well. They've been doing it for 30-plus years here in Central Florida, and their techs are awesome people. I say this all the time because it's important. When you get vendors on your property, sometimes those people can make you feel very uncomfortable. That'll never happen with a tech from Mills Air. They are so cool, and even better, these guys are Carrier Factory authorized dealers, and that means up to $1,275 in rebates towards a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and always, always, always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Call these guys today and schedule your appointment. It's easy. 407-277-1159. Online, millsair.com.
I'm Olivia. When I was injured in a car crash, I knew from listening to this station who I needed to call. I called attorney Glenn Klossman. I knew I had a super lawyer on my side. I was extremely happy with the results. I'm Olivia, and I highly recommend attorney Glenn Klossman, Office Winter Park.
Mornings. Nope, not my thing. But when I imagine a McDonald's breakfast in my hand, suddenly the snooze button is out of the picture. Now for a limited time, the 2 for $5 mix and match breakfast deal includes the sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles, egg McMuffin, or the sausage McMuffin with egg. It's like a fist bump for breakfast that says, you've got this. It's time to gear up and seize the day. The breakfast hype is real. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Limited time only. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
What's better than air conditioning? A portable air conditioner you can take anywhere. Enter McDonald's. Their drinks always cool me down, so I call them Air Cup Disheners. Air Cup Disheners come in all my favorites, like classic Coke, Sprite, Fanta, and of course, Southern style sweet tea. And And they're incredibly cost-effective. Any size is just $1.59 all day. There are drinks. Then there are drinks from McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Coca-Cola, Fanta, and Sprite are registered trademarks of the Coca-Cola Company.
Sinkhole Family Moving and Storage is Central Florida's trusted source for local and long-distance moving. From packing to delivery, Sinkhole Moving is fully licensed and insured to provide you a seamless moving experience so you can enjoy your new home in no time. Get a quote today at CinkholeMoving.com. Forget the stress, move with the best.
Spread the word, new drinks at Wawa. It's not around long, it's a limited offer. Peppermint bark sugar cookie.
The holidays are here, and so are Wawa's holiday beverages. Try the new caramel sugar cookie iced latte or peppermint mocha while the season lasts. Gotta have a Wawa.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch.
All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show here on Real Radio 104.1. If you don't leave a talkback, you can do that. It's easy. Get that iHeartRadio app. Go to Real Radio once you get it, and you'll see that microphone. You send your comment over to Jack. Welcome back. I am Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well. And every Wednesday around 6 o'clock, we talk to our friend, Mr. Ross Paget, to find out what's happening on Good Sauce that airs tonight at 8 o'clock. Guys, good and loud for our man, Ross Paget.
Yay! Woohoo!
Big Daddy.
I'm coming in hot on the phone call because I'm in a car currently going 66 miles an hour.
Oh, nice.
Where are you going?
I am on my way to a stand-up comedy gig at a place called I Crave Comedy out in Flagler Beach.
Oh, yeah, it's cool. That's beautiful up there.
And I got to tell you, it's weird telling jokes now as a dad.
Why is that?
Because if they don't laugh, he starves to death.
Oh, you should tell him that before you get up there, man.
100% will do. If he goes south, it's on you guys. Looking at you, Flagler. Just traveling, doing the stand-up comedy thing tonight, and I had a Wednesday night open. I had to take it. Because I haven't been out to Flagler in quite some time. Yeah, I crave comedy. If anybody's out in Flagler, let's meet up. I'll have a beer.
That's very cool, man. You know what the funny thing is? I don't have to worry about how your son looks because your wife puts up a photograph like every 45 seconds of him, and he looks cuter every second you put him up.
Yes, he does.
He keeps getting cuter by the hour, it almost feels like. I will throw this out here, though. He's starting to grow a pretty big head.
Oh, yeah. He's got a melon.
He's got a melon. I mean that physically and figuratively. I think he's getting an ego.
Oh, really? Already, huh?
Yeah, he's got a big head physically. He's got a big head in the ego sense. It's just all up in that noggin of his.
Yeah, but I got to tell you, buddy, if I was dressed that well, I'd have an ego, too.
He's got nicer clothes than anybody I know.
Look, man, I gotta tell you, it looks like he's walking the runway. Every time I look at him, it's like, this is costing this kid a fortune in just buying clothes for this youngin'.
It helps to have a lot of friends and family that, like, a lot of people who haven't had a kid in my life basically were like, oh, well, this one's ours too. We'll dress it.
Now you need to ask if they'll feed him.
Yeah. I don't know how Olivia will feel about that. Get that out of his mouth.
Yeah. I forgot he is not a bottle-fed baby.
All right, Good Sauce comes up every... Go ahead, buddy. I'm sorry.
No. Yeah, he's definitely straight boob. All boob, 100% boob. Like I said, it's getting to his head.
Well, it's not going to end there.
He's a boob man. That's fine.
But Good Sauce is happening tonight, and, man, I actually have some questions that I wanted to ask you guys that were big topics on tonight's episode. First and foremost, do you guys remember the rush that it was the first time you cursed out loud?
Oh, man, I was pretty young when I cursed for the first time because my dad used to curse around me all the time, so I just kind of took from him. But
I assumed that your first curse word, Jim, was going to be muffled because you were still in the womb.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I did get really embarrassed cursing one time. I was outside of a PE class. I was probably in the 9th grade, and I was putting on a clinic, and one of the coaches walked out and heard me saying it. He was behind me. I didn't know it. And he goes like, "Man, do you kiss your mom with that mouth?" And I'm like, "She's the one who taught me like this."
We actually had Renato, who's on the show. He the first time he cursed, all he said was a simple "damn," and he had to do the whole soap mouth thing.
No.
I know. Can you imagine saying "damn" and then getting a mouthful of Dove?
Dude, let me tell you, that's bad. There's no question. But I'm not trying to one-up you, but I've said this on the air before. My grandmother took a skillet that she was cooking with off of the stove and hit my uncle, her son, in the head with it for saying the word "damn" or "hell" in her house.
Whoa.
I mean, and it was instant. She was cooking cornbread, and she's like, "Mom," he's like, "Mama, what the hell?" And I mean, like a chancleta. She went straight to that frying pan, tongue, just right beside his head. He's like, "Mama." She threw his ass out of the house, didn't let him sleep there that night.
You're kidding.
Because he said hell in her house.
It's the gringo chanclanta. Absolutely, 100%. Oh, fiddlestick!
So is that the topic tonight? Like the first time you cursed and felt empowered?
That's definitely one of the topics, but that also then got us to what keeps me up at night. Another topic that's really big on tonight's episode is that I don't get to choose my baby's cornerstone childhood memories and how weird they are. You don't remember virtually any of your birthdays, but you remember that one time in a bowling alley that some guy looked at you and was like, do you smell that too? Like weird, random childhood memories is definitely a big topic. And it's so chaotic on the roulette spin that is getting those memories. And now I'm just like trying to be the best at all times, even though he can't remember right now. I'm top of it until he can start to remember.
Oh yeah,
then I'm going to have some fun.
Do you remember your first, one of your first memories? Can you go back that far?
And so the earliest memory that I have is that I'm in a bathroom that has a bright red light. May have been abducted, still don't know.
It sounds like a photo processing room.
Yeah, or son, I'm not sure.
Was your dad into was your dad into photography?
No, I just think I was stuck in a jigsaw saw room or something. I don't know. That's the earliest memory that I have.
Wow.
What's the earliest memory you have, Jim?
I remember, for one thing, I remember being in kindergarten, and I also remember before that, I was playing in a sandbox with a friend of mine, and one of the reasons I have such a problem with roaches is when we were in the sandbox, one of these big palmetto bugs came out of the sand and scared the complete ass out of me, and I was probably 4 at the time, 4 or 5.
Wow. What a man, scared of a bug.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Make sure to call Jack or me whenever there's a bug around. We'll be sure to take care of it for you.
We'll help you out.
What is yours? What is yours, Jack? Your first memory?
I was 4 years. It was my 4th birthday when I turned 4 years old, and I was sneaking into my sister's room to look for my gift, and I found it. It was a little pedal go-kart that was under a sheet, and I remember sneaking in, but I remember I was 4 years old.
4 years old. How about you, Deb? You remember what's your earliest memory?
I remember living at this apartment in Green Bay. It was probably about 4, about the same age, maybe 3 or 4. Those wrought iron railings?
Oh, yeah.
Well, we were trying to lift ourselves up and then sit on them, and then that was when I tried to lift myself up, and bam! That's when I learned that you get chocolate ice cream after you get stitches.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God. I was not expecting that. Just me is disturbed by that? All right, never mind.
Yeah.
They've gotten used to it, Ross. They've gotten used to it.
The funny thing, Ross, is I have a lot of memories of being very young, but I could never put like a time stamp on them. I can't remember that. Like I can remember, like having a cubby in
school,
in kindergarten, which you're like 5 then, right? 5 or 7 or something like that.
Five.
So I remember that pretty well. But anything before that would be just kind of a memory that I wouldn't know how old I was, and there's no one to verify it now.
Jack is going to be the only weirdo on this planet that starts off his earliest memory by going, I was 4 years old.
Right. He knew it exactly.
I don't understand how about that. And then another topic is, hands down, the worst thing that could ever happen to me still is, what do you guys think when we're out in the public, right, and you see a couple arguing out in public?
What do I think about that?
Yeah, like what do you guys just like not give it any care, or do you guys like?
Oh yeah, no, I don't get it.
I get so wildly uncomfortable.
No, it doesn't bother me really. I don't really think about it. I'm just interested for the drama of it, but I mean for the entertainment purposes. But it doesn't make me uncomfortable.
I just try to lean in closer to get more details.
Exactly. And my biggest challenge is how to make it look like I'm using my phone and not just recording them.
Yeah, and then like you'll be walking by, and all of a sudden there will always be a plot twist in like a random couple's argument where you'll hear murmur, and then all of a sudden like a bombshell that's like, well, that's what we did for my last birthday, and you're like, oh, this is getting good.
Oh yeah. right. Or something like this, like, well, you shouldn't have kissed your stepsister.
Lean in.
Exactly. And then lastly, we definitely filled out a job application on tonight's episode.
What?
Now, what do you mean, a job application for what?
We found a job application that had some of the deepest, most interesting questions that I think a human could get asked.
For a job? What kind of job is this?
I don't know. It could have been like some sort of soothsayer internship. I don't know. Heavy questions that had to get answered. Here's an example. Jim, what would be the first word that people would describe you as?
Oh,
angry.
Yeah. I would probably angry. Deb, would you think angry?
Duh.
Bald and angry.
What would you say?
I would say incredibly, I'll go with thoughtful, because I think it's so thoughtful that you, Jim Colbert, are responding to every social media birthday comment.
You are... You're the biggest dick I've ever met in my life.
You promised.
Back to angry.
I will never let you promote anything on this air ever again in my life until next Wednesday.
Next weekend on December 14th, I'll be out in Sanford, Theater West End. Thank you guys. Episode 34.
Wow.
Happy birthday, Jim.
All right, thanks, buddy. Give it up for us. All right, have a good set tonight, buddy. We'll see you soon. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Anger, huh, you sons of bitches?
I would have said frenetic.
Frenetic?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because your energy is fast.
It depends on how well that person knows him. Like
if there was a new rep in here, and I walked in, normal day at work, and they were sitting right across the way here, and I walked in, I did my whole thing.
Oh,
you would think that they would think just me walking by them that they would pick up that I'm angry?
No, I think that would be more of that energy, that frenetic energy.
Okay.
When you come in, it's like that until you kind of settle down. It's like you're buzzing around for a while.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But I just think, just the general, mass populace would
gregarious.
say angry.
Gregarious?
Yeah.
I've not been called gregarious before. I can be, but you
want to check your thesauruses?
Yeah, I know what that means, Jack. It just means I'm from Georgia. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Deb said it earlier. Beyonce is the greatest pop star of the century. We'll talk about that and a couple other things when we get back. We're going to be very gregarious.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James McGill and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
Traffic remains heavy on I-4 this evening in the Orlando area, east and westbound, as you travel between US 192 and the 429, and from the Longwood Lake Mary Rest area all the way to the St. Johns River Bridge. Traffic is currently moving well for those who need to take the Beach Line or the Greenway. If you see traffic problems, make sure to call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage has amazing deals on the holidays' most fun gifts, all for under $15. Get low prices every day on unique finds before they're gone. In-store only at Macy's Backstage today. Find a location near you at macysbackstage.com. Off price, on trend, arriving daily.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here from my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. It is the season where you want to really spend time with friends and family. You really want to be able to do that. And you want it season after season after season. You know, every time I hang out with my kids, I want to make sure that I can be around them during this time of year and all times of year as long as I possibly can. And that's one of the many reasons I wound up over at Life Imaging FLA. My wife and I both got this scan. It was so amazing. It was so easy. It only took a few minutes. There are no dyes. You don't have to take your clothes off. And then we told our in-laws about it because we were like, if anybody could really benefit from this, it would be my in-laws. And that's exactly what we told those guys. They went over and got the scan. And it's that relief that you hear in their voices after they get the clear scan. That's what it's all about. But let me tell you something, man. This is the way to find out if something's happening. It's called being proactive and not reactive. Don't wait for a symptom. Get ahead of that. And Life Imaging FLA and their free heart scan can do that for you. Just a few minimum requirements. It is a $699 value. And while you're there, be sure to ask about their cancer screening as well. Here's how easy it is to make your appointment. Just simply pick up your cell phone and dial pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan. That's pound 250, say that keyword free heart scan. They'll get you connected in seconds, and you can make that call and finally take control of your long-term health care. By the way, this will be a good Christmas gift as well. They can set that up for you also. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
Sponsored by the Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty. Get a guaranteed cash offer on your home at thenickley.com.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
All 2024s must go. It's the model year-end event at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. New 2024 Nissans from $18,900. Make no payments till 2025 and 0% interest at Sutherland Nissan Orlando, home of the lifetime warranty.
VIN number RL897631. MSRP 20050. VIN number 5104975 plus tax and fees with approved credit.
This is car accident attorney Jeff Kaufman with the injury law firm of Kaufman Lynn. If you hire an attorney solely based off a commercial, you might as well just flip a coin. My advice is simple. Check out their Google reviews. Find out how long they've been practicing law, and actually call them before you sign anything. We're talking about your future. It's important. If you or someone you know is ever in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, contact us at whenyounneedus.com or dial 407-500-JEFF. Offices, Orlando.
Hey, it's Sisney. And for the past 6 years, look, I've been either pregnant or in postpartum. But before that, I was diagnosed with PCOS. And if you know, you know. I mean, my battle with weight loss has been just that, a battle. And I'll admit, I didn't really want to necessarily share this journey with you, but the benefits and the positive change that I've seen in myself are just too good to gatekeep. Feeling good is most important when it comes to losing weight. And now you get to utilize science. That's why I'm so grateful for Future Health. They give millions of people affordable access to weight loss meds for less than $3 a day. Just take their quick 3-minute survey. From there, if approved by a clinician, you'll get prescribed and get the meds delivered to your door within 24 hours. You'll also have access to qualified doctors that know GLP-1s, plus the support from over 6,000 physicians and licensed pharmacies nationwide. Find out if weight loss meds are right for you in just 3 minutes at tryfh.com. That's tryfh.com. Again, that's tryfh.com. Future Health is not a healthcare services provider. Meds are prescribed at provider's discretion. Results may vary. Sponsored by Future Health.
Remember that meal you made last Christmas? The one that everyone still talks about? The one with fresh from Florida sweet corn and sausage stuffing and strawberry parfait for dessert? Of course you do. That's because you're a member of the Fresh from Florida Club. You went to freshfromflorida.com, created a menu from your favorite recipes, and saved it as best Christmas dinner ever. This year, you'll go online, open up that menu, and bam! You've made that meal that everyone is talking about again. The Fresh from Florida Club. You're not just creating menus, you're creating memories.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Office Depot Office Max is here to help you finish the year strong and refreshed for 2025. Our print team can create signs and banners for your business or custom calendars and canvas prints for the holidays. And now through December 21st, save 25% on print and copy services and 50% on all photo products with coupon. Plus, shop new furniture and chairs and the latest AI PCs to keep you productive. Visit us at your local Office Depot or Office Max store or at OfficeDepot.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
This hour of programming is brought to you by My Home Builders Network. Need new windows? Then you need Mike and his team at hbnusa.com.
At work, just pretend you're on a Zoom call with us. The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch.
Hey, Jimmy, I didn't know your favorite part of Christmas was the music. I assume your favorite part of Christmas was sitting on your tractor at your compound yelling at the Christmas carolers to get off your lawn.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, Jimmy, it's your birthday. It's a good boy. Got a bone for you with a candle in it.
Don't say that.
Snuff it out.
Don't say
okay,
that.
there you go. We'll scratch it behind the ears. Oh, it's a good boy. Got a couple biscuits after that. And then, there's a play. Ball? You like the balls? Oh, yeah, balls. Balls.
We've got the ball. The
I
stick.
once went to one of those sip and paint things with my wife and a few of her friends, but I don't like to drink alcohol, so I did mushrooms instead, and my painting did not look like anyone else's at all. It made sense at the time, but I didn't know what it is now. And also, happy birthday to you, Jimmy. Okay, bye.
Oh, yeah, there's stroke.
Jimmy,
Yes.
happy birthday.
Thank you.
Kansas Trucker. I met you a long time ago as a member of an all-black in-studio audience for Black History Month. I won a silver dog tag, number 109. I bet you don't remember, or it's not PC, to tell what had to happen for me to win that.
No way I'm doing that.
Pickle, pig, feet. Happy birthday!
Yeah. No, we don't talk about those days.
I can see why.
Those are the bad days.
Yeah.
You don't want to talk about that at all. Don't want to be a part of that world. Those are long gone. Just dots in the rear view these days.
So much stuff you listen to some of that old stuff, you're like, oh my God.
I know. I can't even tell you about it. I mean, we couldn't play it, but I can't even tell you about it. Not good. Not a good look. All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show here on Real Radio. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well. Every time the guy does, I know he's going to do it at the
Uncle
end.
Tony?
Yeah. He's always going to do it at the end. I always wait for the little stroke he has. I don't even know how he does that. All right, Beyonce did get named the greatest pop star of the 21st century by Billboard, which is the music charting site. They announced that Tuesday as part of an ongoing series. People were freaking out because it wasn't Taylor Swift. They thought to themselves, well, Taylor Swift has pretty much dominated the scene for the last, 15 years, 10, 12 years, whatever it is.
Feels like that.
Yeah, it is. I mean, she's, Crush City, one of the most successful tours ever.
Yeah.
This era tours will go down in history as one of the greatest of all time. And people are losing their mind. But, when you look at the Grammys and you look at the counts and look at the, the Hot 100 and, the songs that she has charted, her history with, it is Destiny's Child, right?
Yep.
With them, she's just been doing it a really, really long time. And the other thing they add to this as well, which I do agree, by the way, is how much influence Beyonce has had on people in the business. And I would certainly say on that metric alone, you could give it to Beyonce. And although Taylor Swift is definitely going to be influential, I don't think those artists are out there yet. I don't think there are that many artists out there that can look at Taylor Swift and go, that's why I'm doing this. But you look at Taylor Swift herself. Right. And say, well, without Beyonce, or not without Beyonce per se, but, really broke the mold for what a woman could do in the business, along with people like Madonna.
I was going to say,
Mariah
I think Madonna
Carey.
did that one.
Yeah, Mariah Carey. But it just basically showed that, a female can hold down the number one slot for months, years, and be a dominant force in touring. And, that was just always bands before. Very few female single artists until, Shania Twain would be another one.
Yeah.
Another massive, I think she actually is up there in one of the best-selling artists of all time. Some of the other people that were on this list that were kind of interesting. Did you hear what number 3 was?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, Rihanna.
Really?
Yeah, Rihanna was number 3.
She's a billionaire.
She's a billionaire, but
Yeah.
that's for
She
business.
is.
That's for business stuff. But I mean, she also had some massive hits as well. The difference between, I will tell you the difference in for me, what could have been the deciding factor is I don't know how many of those songs Beyonce writes. Like, I don't know how much of that she actually writes, as opposed to Taylor Swift writes all of that music and writes all of those lyrics.
Yeah, that I don't know.
She has an assist at times. You can see that she'll collab on some of those songs with people, but for the most part, those are her songs.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what makes it very, very impressive. Some of the other people that were headed up in this were, let's see, Adele, Ariana Grande, Bieber, Kanye West, Britney Spears,
Oh, man.
Gaga, and Drake all rounded out the top 10.
Poor Brittany. Have you seen her new video?
Oh, my God almighty, man.
Did you see it, Jack?
I have not.
She says,
I've unfollowed her.
I don't blame you.
So you did follow her at one time?
No, I didn't. You know what, though?
Is that your most embarrassing follow?
No, it's because I manage the Real Radio account, and someone on the Real Radio account has followed her. And so every time I would bring it up, I'd always see Britney Spears stuff, and I'd always feel bad for her. I'm embarrassed watching it.
It is. So I'm with you, buddy.
And I finally said, I'm just going to unfollow because I don't want to see this stuff.
I was talking to my wife about this at one point, and I said, I feel like I'm victimizing her by watching this.
Yeah.
I did feel that. And look, I'm not one of these soft I'm like, look, if she's going to be crazy, I'll watch. You know? But it does feel like she's kind of been victimized here. Really does. I mean, when you watch those videos, especially the ones where she's basically butt-ass naked, and she's dancing around her house, she's completely out. I don't think she blinks the entire time. She's whacked, I mean, there's something wrong. Something is not connecting there.
But this new one.
And you're watching, you're like, man, you do not feel good about watching it. You don't.
No, you
don't.
don't.
Over and over and over.
In this video, though, Jack, she's baby voice says that it is her birthday, but she's not turning 42. She's turning 5. And tomorrow she needs to start kindergarten.
Yeah. She just moved to Mexico. She made a statement saying she was going to move to Mexico, and then the next day showed up at Cabo San Lucas. And just down there, she's just crazy. She's she's just nuts, man. It's just, it's terrible because, the business just basically chewed her up and spit her out. And I'm not laughing because it's funny what's happening to her, but it's just, I will tell you the painfully ironic thing about Britney Spears is that conservatorship. All these fans who have no idea about her actual life.
Correct.
No clue about what it's like behind those walls with her. No idea about what it's like to be her daughter or be her son or to be her daughter or to be her father or mom. No idea about any of that stuff. You just see what she puts on Insta and you get behind her, oh, free Britney. And they freed her. And I don't know that she's worse off. But it seems like maybe there should be somebody that just, maybe not a conservatorship, but just maybe a little something on her shoulder just goes, don't do that.
Guardrails. Some guardrails on that bowling alley.
Yeah, she should have, I'll tell you exactly what it should be.
She shouldn't be a gutter ball anymore.
She should, that's a great analogy. She should have somebody in her life. They should court appoint somebody that's like a filter for her. In other words, when she goes to put something online, she's got to send it to that person first. And that person has to go, maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe you should recut this and send it back. And then I'll not like a, I don't know, like It just seems like she needs a little help there, but she's not
a lot of help.
She's not really helping herself. She has no relationship with her kids. I mean, it would be so difficult. I mean, if you think it's embarrassing to watch as just some rando in Orlando, can you imagine what it's like as a kid tuning in and seeing your mom, pole dancing with all of her junk hanging out? You haven't seen her in a year. If those kids even turn out to be remotely okay, that means Kevin Federline is the father of the century.
Who would have thought that?
I'm dead serious, man. I mean, backup dancer is father of the century. I just couldn't imagine dealing with that. All right, 407-916-1041. There's another one here I want to get to as well. We talk about this a lot because Florida is one of these states where people move in and out of the state quite a bit.
Yeah.
And it says that Florida is that people are going to these certain suburbs in Florida, not a city per se, but the suburbs, I guess, around the city. I just pulled this, but it has a lot of them. Like, I mean, this is national too, by the way. Florida managed to take number 4 and 5 spots, and then the number 8 spot. So in the top 10 of places where people are moving in the U.S., Florida has in the top 10 has 3. Excuse me, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 in the top 10, and in the top 15 we have 5, and in the top 20 we have 6. Of all the places. So what areas do you think in Florida that people would move to?
Polk County.
It's not. It's close. Well, one of them is. It's Davenport.
Okay.
Davenport is Polk County. But there's one above that, not far from us.
West.
Lakeland.
What? No. Winter Garden?
Winter Garden is the answer.
Oh, wow.
Winter Garden is the number 4 area. And by the way, just below Beverly Hills.
Oh.
Yeah, Summerville, South Carolina. Conway. By the way, South Carolina is on one right now. If you haven't noticed, South Carolina is on one. Somerville, South Carolina is number 1. Conway, South Carolina is number 2. Cary, North Carolina is number 6. Bluffton, South Carolina is number 7. Clayton, North Carolina, and Wake Forest, North Carolina are also all in the top 10. So the Carolinas are having a moment.
Yeah, they are.
They are having a moment because, property up there is still relatively inexpensive, especially in South Carolina. It's a beautiful state. I've heard that state called the unfound gem of the U.S. Like, it's a really beautiful state. It's got a lot to offer, and it's like an afterthought. And it's right there in that perfect little zone where you can get some seasons, Claremont's number 8.
Oh, okay.
And I've told you that downtown Claremont is exploding out there.
So is Groveland.
It looks amazing. Yeah, Groveland's now blowing up.
I used to go horseback riding in Groveland.
And then number 12 is St. Augustine. And then number 14 is Zephyr Hills, which is over just north of Tampa, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's all that Gulf Coast area.
Yeah, for sure. Leesburg's number 16. So, Lake County. That's a Lake County in the top 20 in the U.S.
Yeah, I know. You can tell all along the 429.
Yeah, you sure can. Kissimmee's up there. Milton, Florida's up there.
Urban sprawl, baby.
Yeah, urban sprawl is exactly the answer, man. It's going crazy. And that Claremont, Winter Garden area, the reason Groveland is exploding is because you can't afford to buy in Claremont anymore.
Right, exactly.
Right,
it went from Winter Garden to Claremont to Mineola, Groveland, and all those areas. Like, yep.
Palatka is divided in half by the St. Johns River, and on the other side they call it East Palatka. I mean, it's just the other part of town, but that does go towards St. Augustine, and it really is experiencing a bit of a real estate boom because people can't afford to live in St. Augustine. So the drive from East Palatka to St. Augustine is only like 20 minutes. So people have started moving closer to there because the property's dirt cheap in Putnam County.
Right.
The taxes are low in Putnam County. And you could live there and then commute back and forth to St. Augustine and kind of enjoy it and still have a life because the average cost of a house in St. Augustine is almost $500,000 now.
I was going to say, it's all these new bedroom communities.
It's, legit. It is like $500,000. Matter of fact, they have it right here in this chart of how much the average house is. The average house in Beverly Hills is?
$1.5 million.
Well, that's not a little higher. I'll go $4 million.
Yeah, $3.5 million.
Oh, okay.
That's the average. That's entry level house in Beverly Hills. In Winter Garden, it's $580. In Davenport, it's $360. And in Claremont, Florida, the average cost of a home is $437,000.
Damn,
that is unheard of, guys. I mean, Claremont was an orange, and I think what was the other thing they used to make in Florida quite a bit that nobody really knows about?
Ferns?
Is that turpentine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there were turpentine mills all over this state for years. because we have so many pine trees. I guess that's how they get it, right? And
did that process? I wonder if that process smells.
Oh yeah, it's awful.
Yeah,
they had still some of the you could. There are certain areas of the state where you can still go and see some of those mills where they would boil that turpentine and make that. And there's another thing they made too, and I can't remember what it is. Another like solvent kind of thing that was big in the state for years as well. All right, 407, excuse me, 916-1041. You can text us at 77031. And this last little thing I have here is kind of interesting, just one of those small world things. Did you hear the interesting thing about Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy?
I have now.
Yeah, did you just see it?
I just glanced at headlines. I didn't actually read anything.
Yeah.
Well, tell me.
Did
then.
you see it, Jack?
Nope.
Eddie Murphy's daughter is marrying Martin Lawrence's son.
Really?
Yeah. And they've been, they made that movie. What was that prison movie they made that was so funny?
You
remember that one?
No, I do not.
Oh my God, it's great.
I haven't seen many Martin Lawrence films.
Old movie with Eddie
okay.
Murphy. It was Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence, and they were in like an old work prison back in the day. And it was, God, what was it called?
Let me do a Google.
God dang it. Life was the name of the movie. And it was so funny. And
1999.
That's right.
Wow.
They've been dating for 3 years. And what a weird thing. That'd be like, imagine like my son marrying one of Jack's daughters.
Oh, man, that would make you guys family.
How bizarre. Like, how bizarre would that be?
Oh,
if my son were to hook up and marry one of Jack's kids, we would be related. And we would do Christmas and Thanksgiving together.
Oh, my. Can you imagine?
You want to hear a great nervous laugh? Give it to me, Jack.
I heard it.
What a weird thing that would be like.
Oh, man.
I wonder. Look, I don't know if they're friends or not. I mean, they everybody kind of thinks that they are, but I'm
Eddie
not really.
Murphy and Martin Lawrence?
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're cool. I don't know. I guess they're going to have to be now.
I mean,
boy, that's going to be a hell of a wedding. You can only imagine.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think he's 35. No, he's 35 and she's 28, I think. They've been dating 3 years. Very cool.
Mazel tov.
Yeah, for sure. Martin Lawrence's daughter, Jasmine, is married to Eddie's son, Eric. My bad. I got it backwards there. All right, 407-916-1041. You can always text us at 77031. Take a little break. We'll come back and do You Heard It Here First. What do we have for that?
There's a new mystery in New Jersey.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. No, this one is like, what the? Orlando nightcap busts dozens, and a gender reveal explosion.
Oh, God.
Shakes homes. We're going to talk about that next during You Heard It Here First.
All right, we'll take a little break, come back, do You Heard It Here First, and get out of here on a Wednesday.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
What's going on in Central Florida? Fox 35, Storm Team Meteorologist Noah Bergen here. We are looking at a good deal of clouds Friday morning with a front coming on through. Maybe a shower. Weekend, sunny, bright, 70s, dry. Looks great. Heading into next week, there will be some change. Much warmer, 80 to 85 Tuesday and Wednesday. Another front should come through at the end of next week. So we are going to continue this seesaw. It's cold now. It's going to get warm early to mid next week. Then it will get cold at the end of next week again.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage has amazing deals on the holidays' most fun gifts, all for under $15. Get low prices every day on unique finds before they're gone. In-store only at Macy's Backstage today. Find a location near you at macy'sbackstage.com. Off price, on trend, arriving daily.
Hey, it's Jesse Bon Jovi here. Are you ready to turn your everyday into a celebration? Meet Hampton Water Bubbly, your new favorite sparkling rosé. Born in France, raised in the Hamptons, it's fresh, light, crisp, and easy to drink. Because in our house, there's always a reason to celebrate the everyday. So why wait? Uncork an instant upgrade with Hampton Water Bubbly. Rosé responsibly.
If you have chronic joint pain in your knees, hips, or shoulders, who can you turn to? How about real people with pain just like yours who discovered QC Kinetics?
Came to QC Kinetics. I had a lot of issues with my shoulders and neck. I am excited at the progress, being able to throw footballs with the grandkids.
My name is Jake. Was skeptical at first, but now after my procedures, I'm almost 100%.
Tens of thousands of patients are pain-free again with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime, thanks to a groundbreaking regenerative therapy that uses your body's own healing agents to revitalize damaged tissue. For a free consultation, call 689-288-8697.
I'm able to do the things that I wasn't able to do for a long time.
I have absolutely no pain. The whole process is just fantastic.
I'm feeling on top of the world because of QC Kinetics.
Find out if you're a candidate for regenerative therapy today. For a free consultation, call 689-288-8697. 689-288-8697.
My mom says everyone goes through hard times. Right now, that's my family. But people like you make me smile because this holiday, we can have a big meal together as a family. For every $10 donated to Second Harvest Food Bank, you can provide 40 meals and hope when we need it most. Help today at feedhopenow.org.
William is one of millions of Americans who uses GoodRx to save on the cost of their prescriptions.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications. It adds up at the end of the month. Me and the pharmacist got so tight. She said, GoodRx save you a lot of money. Saving that extra $200-300 a month. We're able to do all these extra activities, so it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com and start saving today. GoodRx user compensated for their time. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance.
A noisy garage door is a cry for help that often requires only simple maintenance. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello from A1 Garage Door Service. Don't wait until a simple garage door repair becomes a major problem. Call A1 Garage Door Service today.
A1 from day one.
Hey, sweetie, I got you.
iPhone 13?
Yeah, it's from Total Wireless. Ooh, and what's cool, it has
super fast 5G and the awesome dual camera system. Oh my gosh, I love it.
I love
you, Dad. Best dad ever.
Get iPhone 13 for just $99 when you switch and buy 2 months of the Total 5G Plus Unlimited plan. But you better hurry. They'll go faster than you can say.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah.
Total Wireless. We're totally with you. Limited time offer while supplies last. Restrictions apply. Available exclusively in Total Wireless stores. 5G access requires a 5G-capable device and a 5G service area.
2025s are here. It's the model year end event at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. Check out the bold and colorful new 2025 kicks or used cars from $8,968. And your credit problems are no problem at Sutherland Nissan Orlando, home with a lifetime warranty. Plus tax and fees with approved credit.
Join Team FEMA and help your community. FEMA is looking for local hires in Gainesville, Melbourne Beach, Sarasota, and Tallahassee, with experience in planning, communications, logistics, and community engagement. These are full-time, temporary positions for up to 120 days and could be extended. To learn more and apply online, visit usajobs.gov and type FEMA and local hire in the keyword search and Florida for location.
If you're looking for that headliner gift for this Christmas, International Diamond Center has a fantastic idea. How about a Rolex watch? IDC is your source for luxury pre-owned Rolex timepieces. We have hundreds in stock for both ladies and gentlemen. All models, Hulk, Submariners, Pepsis, Batmans, models that you can't find anywhere else. IDC is a worldwide buyer of pristine, well-cared-for pre-owned Rolexes. We choose only the best of the best so you can buy with confidence. So if you're looking to go over the top with a gift of ultimate luxury, come let us help you find that perfect pre-owned Rolex. Or if you're celebrating a successful year in 2024, consider rewarding yourself with your own Rolex. International Diamond Center, your holiday destination for the perfect gift. Gorgeous rings, stunning earrings, dazzling pendants, eye-catching bands, designer bracelets in every price range. Need some help? Relax. Our non-commissioned experts are ready to take you by the hand and guide you, making sure you choose the perfect gift that's sure to bring tears of joy on Christmas morning. International Diamond Center. Get location, store hours, and more at shopidc.com.
iHeartRadio is your #1 app for the holidays. Just open the app and search Holiday and start listening to Magic 107.7, plus all kinds of other holiday stations, playlists, and podcasts. iHeartRadio, free, never sounded so good.
Look ahead with the team at TK Law to plan your family's future. Visit onefirmforlife.com.
Stay tuned to the Jim Colbert Show as we demonstrate our attitude of gratitude. Our thank you segment is sponsored by Life Imaging FLA. Now open. Call #250 keyword heart scan.
Rio, No proof or no radio. 104.1.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Unless you're watching us talk, then you're likely on YouTube. At Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Subscribe today.
What up, JCS crew? Hey, happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thank you,
man.
boss.
Look, been listening to you since '96 when you guys were on at nights. Shows have come and gone. They took way too much time giving you your own. Props to you, man. Enjoy your day.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that so much.
What's up, Jimmy? Happy birthday, brother. I love you, man. I miss bumping into you around Oviedo and little spots you used to frequent when you were over here. And I just poured me a little tequila drink, and this one's for you, brother. Cheers.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that.
There you go.
Nice.
Well, 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 well.
Time's up.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Jim, reality here. They're not skinny jeans. Those are fat legs. And the reason you feel the same as you did when you were 30 is because at 30, you were bald and overweight then also. And yes, I too don't feel my age because I'm also immature and in denial. So with that being said, have a happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate
Great show.
Happy birthday, Daddy.
Oh, God.
What?
Happy birthday to you.
What's up, Jimmy? Happy birthday, brother. I love you, man. I miss bumping into you around Oviedo and little spots you used to frequent.
We heard him already.
Yeah, we did.
This is supposed to be the last one.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Mike Buzzer Larson here. Jimmy, happy birthday. I got a joke for you. What do you call a monkey in the middle of a minefield?
I do not know.
A baboon. A baboon! Quacker! Quacker, give me the butter!
I would rather hear your computer notify.
I like how it didn't throw him too much. He paused, he waited, and I'm going to keep going.
Exactly.
Got to power through. That's how you do it.
I'm committed.
All right. All right. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show here on Real Radio. I am Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yeah, and thanks. I'm sorry I couldn't get to all the talkbacks. We had so many today, so many wishing you a happy birthday.
That was very
but
sweet.
it was just, it's a long list of them.
Well, thank you very much. I do have a lot of work to do tonight.
Yes, you do.
Or tomorrow or the next day. I mean, I've got a lot.
All the way through the weekend.
I got a lot to do.
All weekend.
Yeah.
If you too would like a personalized response from Jim Colbert, which is something Deb and I never get, you can leave him a happy birthday greeting on his social media pages.
Yeah.
He'll be hitting them all.
Yeah. Not all of them. Just Facebook. I'm not.
Okay,
look,
Facebook
I don't
people.
even know how to. Can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I'm looking at my Instagram now. I don't even know.
Oh, man. You didn't even look at your
Can I tell
Insta.
you
That was
something?
just Facebook.
I don't even know if I have access to my. Oh, there's the video of me. Okay, that's all right. It's probably gonna be just Facebook. I don't know. It's too much, guys. God, it's too much.
You're still on
made
X,
a
right?
Oh, dang.
No. I gave it up.
No, you should be on X. So.
No.
Has nothing to do with social media.
No, I have that account, but I don't go on there. That is the Wild
That's
West.
not what he was talking about.
Yeah, I know. I'm not prepared for X every day. I promise. All right, coming up tomorrow, we'll have, let's see, tomorrow is Thursday. That means Danny Meyering will drop by. We'll do the Froggers football forecast. I mean, or what we like to call it, Deb winning and giving somebody a gift card. Because she's won like 5 out of the last 7 or 6 or something like that. It's ridiculous.
Yep.
She's on one.
She's on a heater.
And then we'll talk to Glenn Klausman, of course, for Colbert Court. We'll do your calls and texts and talkbacks, all that tomorrow as well. Deb, let's do You Heard It Here first.
It's time for You Heard It Here First on the Jim Colbert Show.
All right, real quick, I just wanted to share this push notification I just received because it does follow up on a story that we had covered during JCS News during the 3 o'clock hour about the Pennsylvania grandmother they know fell into a sinkhole while looking for a cat, leaving her 5-year-old granddaughter 12 hours in her vehicle at a restaurant below sub-freezing temperatures for about 12 hours. Unfortunately, officials don't expect to find her alive. recovery effort is now underway.
Yeah, because I mean that you got to remember, if it's cold enough, if it's freezing cold, I mean the water's going to be, just
Yeah, exactly.
hypothermic.
And if she's underground and in an old
Right,
mine, and
yeah.
All right. Well, sticking around in the Northeast, there's a mystery in the home state of our own Jack Bradshaw in the Garden State.
Okay.
This, you guys, I'm not kidding. This is very disconcerting. Someone is flying large drones, nearly the size of a car, over New Jersey. The FBI confirmed, quote, that a cluster of what looked to be drones and possible fixed-wing aircraft, end quote, were flying over the Raritan River. The areas where they had been flying are near President-elect Donald Trump's Bedminster golf course, as well as a military installation which is nearby. Now, they're about 6 feet across with lights, and they fly silently. The Federal Aviation Administration first got reports of the drones November 18th. They issued 2 temporary flight restrictions in the area, but the drone flights continued this week. Now, Morris County Sheriff James Gannon says, hey, there's no danger to the public. But the public is like, yeah, dude, I'm not real comfortable with these 10 car-sized drones flying over us every night, and nobody can tell us who they are or where they come from or what they want.
And not to mention, it's near the president-elect's property.
Yeah, the golf course as well as a military installation.
Tell me how you know it's not a danger, Sheriff.
Exactly.
That's what I would like to know.
The FBI is investigating this right now.
Oh, absolutely, as well as the FAA, because, again, the FAA issued 2 temporary flight restrictions, and the drone operators, whomever they may be, are like, yeah, no, we're going to keep flying our car-sized drones.
Damn, really? That's crazy.
It isn't. It's crazy. All right, well, we've covered this story before, and, gentlemen, it's about to get worse. Several downtown Orlando clubs could face license suspensions or even worse. Police say they found more than 150 violations of permits allowing alcohol sales after midnight and Operation Nightcap.
Leave them alone.
That went from July to November. Now, OPD says undercover officers went to 23 bars and purchased illegal drugs. They also found violations of rules requiring ID scanners and weapons detection systems. At one bar, police say 2 employees sold drugs to undercover officers.
That's not good.
That is not a good look.
It's not good. That has happened in bars for years. Bartenders have been tempted to sell drugs as they work, and it's been a thing as long as I've worked in bars in 30 years. I don't know that I've ever worked in one that didn't have at one point a couple employees trying to bust selling Coke or X.
Well, what I've read is that I believe right now it's about 11 employees that have been arrested, but they are expecting more arrests. Orlando imposed the after midnight rules following a shooting in 2022 that wounded several people.
Yeah.
And then finally, some folks in Kentucky were a bit shaken but not stirred. Thankfully, no injuries were reported after a large explosion that was apparently part of a gender reveal.
Oh, man.
Residents called the Parker's Mill Fire Department last week after the explosion shook several homes. Firefighters were called out, cleared the scene, and posted on Facebook that the explosion site was, quote, very blue. End quote.
Oh, really?
Congratulations on your baby boy.
Can we be done? Can we be done with these?
I know, seriously. They're supposed to be on the way out. I mean, I've heard gender reveals.
Well, not fast enough.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
I thought that thing was dead a long time ago. I really did. I thought that because they've had a number of gender reveals that one
started a wildfire,
one crashed a plane, one blew up a house. I mean, they've had have them go really sideways,
really wrong.
And I thought that whole trend was just kind of dead.
No, apparently not. But regardless, you heard it here first on the Jim Colbert Show.
Thank you, Deb. Who do we have to thank today?
We want to thank Bree Burkett, the program coordinator for the Seminole County Animal Services. Just in case you missed Animal House today, the Animal House podcast has already been posted, so you can hear all the details for Paws and Claws coming up this Saturday.
Absolutely.
Also want to thank Orlando Sentinel columnist Scott Maxwell, Ross Padgett with Good Sauce with Ross and Joel, episode number 34 tonight.
Yeah.
At 8 o'clock.
That's
that
great,
is so crazy.
Yeah.
And then last but never least, Sam Bowen and Candace Rich for running our YouTube chat.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate that very much. Jack, question of the day?
Oh, yeah. We pose. What? You all right?
Jim, if your son marries Jack's daughter, are you ready to attend an Aldi catered wedding?
You'd have to talk to the guy preparing all the food for that. Jim?
Exactly right.
The question of the day in our YouTube chat, we like when you hang out there and interact. And this question was posed to you. What gets you in the spirit for the holidays? Your choices were holiday music, movies with TV shows, shopping, or holiday lights. Where do you think it fell?
I think it's probably TV shows and movies.
Came in third.
Did it really?
It did.
Wow.
Lights.
45% holiday lights was the top vote getter.
All right.
31% for holiday music. Then it's movie and TV shows. And 9%
is the shopping.
It's the consumerism, baby.
I got to tell you, I think that's the least favorite part of the entire thing for most people because it's such a pain in the ass.
Well, not only that, it takes away from the whole reason for the season, right? You end up just being frustrated and broke.
Yep, absolutely. It sucks. All right, let's get out of here.
But he still wants an Apple iWatch or Apple Watch.
You can do it easy. You do it online now. I'll take the SE.
All right. Tomorrow it's Danny Meyering for Date Night Done Right. Glenn Klausman.
And happy birthday.
Your calls, texts, and talkbacks, and more opportunities to win cool stuff as well. On behalf of Deb and Jack, I'm Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the monsters in the morning. After us, it's Tom and Dan with the Corporate Time and our friends from Real Laughs. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have yourself a fantastic Wednesday evening.
Happy birthday, Jim! Yay! Happy birthday! Put some hump in your day. See you tomorrow. Bye!
It's the damn